Hi, very good morning. I hope you're able to see me and you're able to hear me, right? Just type yes in case you're able to hear me. All right, so great to see you back. And I'm sure most of you have attended yesterday's session. Just give me a moment, actually. All right, so I think it's Sunday morning and it's quite a relaxed morning for majority of the people. And when there's a session in the morning, I mean, I'm sure there is a level of excitement. At the same time, you can actually relax and be a part of a Sunday session, right? So I think today we have a lot in store for you, and I was pretty glad to, see your responses yesterday and the kind of participation that has happened yesterday. So thank you for that. And today, in fact, I'm here with completely, to complete this journey of 2-day program where you are going to be learning not only about career coaching and DMIT theories that we did yesterday, but today the focus will be to primarily help you learn how do you realistically and genuinely make about 1.5 lakh rupees from this every month. So that's what I'm here with. This is the major agenda today. And for the people who want to make it as a career, I have some beautiful offers for them towards the end of it. Okay. So it's definitely not going to be an obligation to buy, but then I would have such a plug and play opportunity under my mentorship where you can start making money from 21 days from today. Okay. So with this, let's start the journey and welcome back once again. All right. So there we go. Okay, let me share my screen with you. And first thing that we are going to be doing is the first thing that we'll do is we will first have a quick recap on the complete stuff. Okay. So the very first thing is the recap that we're going to do. Then the sample reports. I'm going to be sharing with you the sample reports today. How to charge premium for your coaching business. How can you really be charging the premium is something that I'll talk. How to earn 1 lakh profit per month, 1 lakh profit and 1.5 lakh rupees the revenue that you can generate. Then 10-step startup process. What are the 10 steps that you have to take to start up the thing? So that's the EdTech startup for you. And definitely towards the end of it, we're going to be having a very, very special offer for you. So this is something that is there. So let's quickly have a recap now. Recap में yesterday that we discussed about it is, I'm sure now you would remember and you would also have kind of a revision which is happening today. So first couple of minutes we'll spend on recap. So the first thing that we discussed yesterday was about the 5-step process of career coaching. And while we talk about a 5-step process of career coaching, can anybody would like to write down what were the 5-step process? The first one was the interest, right? First one was the interest. After which we, when we identify the interest levels of the child or anybody for that matter, what is the second step? Second step is called the aptitude, right? Great. So second step is called the aptitude, right, Sonia? Great. So after that, third step is personality. You're absolutely correct, Sonia. And then comes in the after these 3 steps we finalize we shortlist the kind of a professions, and then there are 2 more, demand and income, right, Sonia? And thanks Ajay, Arun also, and for everybody who has replied to the same, right? So that's great, yeah, that was the thing. So these are the 5-step process. So then we discuss about the second thing that was called the brain lobes. How many brain lobes were there? Functionally, it is 5, and other than that, it is going to be functionally. It were the five steps, right? So what were the five steps? Please tell me. Anybody would like to say what were the 5 steps? Okay, so we had Sonia says prefrontal, Diksha says, let me see. Okay. Sunil says 5 steps. Sonia says frontal. First was prefrontal, then frontal, right? Okay. Diksha frontal. Okay, prefrontal. Arun says temporal and visual. Sunil says frontal, prefrontal, occipital, and interpersonal, prefrontal, parietal, temporal, occipital. Diksha says, Sonia says parietal, Betty says frontal, temporal, occipital, Sonia, Arun. All right. So the 5 parts that we are talking about is the prefrontal, frontal, and then we had like parietal. Then we had temporal over here at the ears, and at the back of it, that was occipital. That was responsible for the visual part of it. So prefrontal was basically the logical and visual. These left is logical and right is visual. That is about the prefrontal, and frontal is about the sorry behavior. The behavior. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Not bad. So second was action. So action में क्या आता है हमारा intrapersonal from here and interpersonal from here, right? A little unwell. So that's okay. I think I'll just keep taking very small breaks in case it's required. So anyway, so then comes in the third rope that is called parietal. Parietal में left से क्या आता है? From left it was fine motor school and right was gross motor school. Left was fine motor school. Fine motor skill means when we are sitting somewhere and just like typing something or playing with the playing with the guitar or something like that, right? And what about gross motor skill? Anybody? You're right, Sunil. Action is like. So, right, when we talk about a gross motor skill is all about what? Moving from the chair and doing whatever physically while we are moving, right? Examples. What are the examples? What are the examples? Games, yes. Yoga, dance, running, walking, cycling, swimming, all that stuff, right? Great. Now, what were the next 2 steps? Prefrontal हो गया, frontal हो गया, right? और क्या हुआ हमारा? Temporal हो गया, नहीं, sorry, kinesthetic हो गया, parietal. अब हम आते हैं temporal, which is next to the ear, left hand and right hand. Left one is responsible for language and right one is responsible for musical. Left one is all about the lyrics and right one is all about how do you sing that song, isn't it? So this were the 2 differences between that thing. So that was coming from the temporal lobe. And last but not the least was the occipital lobe. Occipital में जो left वाला है, that is responsible for naturalist, and right hand one was responsible for visual. Visual में पहले वाला visual से different है. पहले वाला जो visual था, जो आपका frontal पे था, prefrontal पे था, that was responsible for 3D visualization, the distance, right? In 3D visualization. Wherein now what we are talking about the visual aspect is towards shape and color, like more related to fashion or interiors, shape and color. That is about that. What kind of a color aesthetic sense that you may have it, right? Fashion designers generally do that. So this is what it is, right? So we talked about that. Then third thing that we talked about is the multiple intelligence. So what is multiple intelligence? How many intelligences were there? Right, Sonia. 8 multiple intelligence. And what were they? Thank you for response, everybody. Yeah. So first one was the intrapersonal. Intrapersonal is called which smart? Self smart, है ना? And then there was a interpersonal. Interpersonal was people smart, right? People smart. Okay. So intrapersonal was from the left, and interpersonal is from the rest. That is frontal, action brain, है ना? So people smart, action part. Then third one was the on the left, that was the logic smart. Then fourth was visual. Fifth was, what was the fifth intrapersonal? Kinesthetic ability. Seventh क्या था? Seventh क्या था? Music. Kinesthetic, language, music, and naturalist. These were 8 different. Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. So I'm happy that you had a great amount of learning yesterday, right? So happy to see this. Everybody, thank you so much. Now coming to McKinsey theory, we talked about a McKinsey theory where the McKinsey, what he did was he categorized all the 8 multiple intelligence and classified that into 3 parts, है ना? And so usne classify kiya further. So we are not getting into the depths of it right now. Riya's theory was about the personality type. Personality type mein R stood for what? R stood for realistic. The people who love to do the job by their hand. You know, realistic, right? I stood for investigative. Yes, Sonia, right. Diksha, right. Investigative, right? And we know what investigative primarily means. Great, right, great, Betty. Absolutely right. A stands for artistic, correct? Which means these people are good at making performing arts, painting, stuff like that. You know, they have a creative brain, right? S stands for socialization, and socialization means what? They are people smart, isn't it? E stood for enterprise. Enterprise means the people who are leaders, the people who are able to take an action, and they are having an enterprising nature. They are a risk takers, you know, those kind of a people. And C stood for the conventional. Conventional, not collaboration, conventional. So conventional people, they are, you know, structured, data, planning, stuff like that, right? So these are the six different type of personalities that we may have it. So this was about the personality type. Then we talked about the career suggestion. Yes, Sonia, very organized. So career suggestion process क्या था? We have to find out the multiple intelligence, and basis the multiple intelligence, there's a ranking that comes in for the multiple intelligence, and the basis the multiple intelligence and the type of personality and the McKinsey theory and the level of interest that automatically comes in the report, and basis which we are able to suggest the career to the people, to the student. Right. And for which, like, we have a scientific tool called psychometric test report, and or the software to generate unlimited reports. Then we have stream selection. Stream selection में हमने क्या किया था? Stream selection हम कैसे करेंगे? हमको जब career का पता चल गया, once we understood that this is the career that you have to select, तो उसकी stream भी आप select कर सकते हैं ना? You will be able to select because जो भी eligibility criteria basis which you are able to suggest that this is the stream that you should select. Then comes the brain dominance, right? I mean, we talked about the DMIT report, and we talked about the brain dominance, left brain dominant or right brain dominant. Then we talk about the quotients also, IQ, EQ, CQ. We talked about extracurricular activity. We talked about the preferential learning style, whether the child is a auditory learner, visual learner, kinesthetic learner, and what is the benefit of it. and a lot of other things. We talk about this theory that is dominant, like influential, that is peacock. Dominant was which word? Which bird was dominant? Bolo bolo, dominant कौन था? Dominant eagle, right? And influential कौन था? Influential peacock, right? Right, Kiranay. And आपका compliant कौन सा था? Owl, right? And D, dove. Dove कौन सा था? Dove क्या करता था? किस चीज के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल था वो? Dove? Steady, friendly, correct. So these are four different type of personality, right? So good. I think I'm happy to see that you guys have gathered a lot, right? So great. So let's talk about the solution today. So if you want to provide a solution to, so what are we trying to provide a solution to the people for? We are trying to provide the solution to the people for four different aspects that we talked about it. We talked about we talked about academic counseling, we talked about career counseling, we talked about the relationship counseling, right? And we talked about HR like recruitment, like thing, the recruitment thing. So these are the four kind of a counseling that can be done through the tools that we discussed yesterday, right? So DMIT is the first thing that I would like to share. And yesterday, I promised you that I'm going to be sharing a report with you, right? So I will be doing that right away. But prior to that, so let's understand DMIT. We already discussed what it is. So there could be multiple factors due to which we have to can we can actually talk about the DMIT stuff. But then three major important factors which are there. If somebody asks, why should I get the DMIT done for my child? The very first thing is every child is unique, but a method to handle them is common and usual. So that's number one. We have only because we don't know anything about the child, we treat every child as a same or similar human being, and we treat them in the same fashion, right? And we feel proud that we don't differentiate between the kids. Actually, we don't have to differentiate between the kids, but the way they learn is different. So we'll have to teach them in a different fashion. And every child has got a unique combination of the personalities, unique combination of the the multiple intelligence. So understanding that, we have to actually deal with them. So every child is unique, but a method to handle them is common and usual. Once we learn about their various aspects and we collect the data, we would have a better strategy to basically deal with them. That's the reason number one. Reason number two, every child has an inborn talent, but child and parents fail to identify it. They have the inborn talent, but we don't know how to do that, right? How to identify that. And third is, every child has a different learning style, but a teaching style is the same. So children could be visual, auditory, or kinesthetic learner, but the way we teach is the same, right? So these are three reasons why the DMIT has to be done. It is like a user manual. To my mind, it is a manual, customized user manual by which you can create a nurturing strategy to develop the child. It is better, the younger, the better for the reason, and it can be done for 1 year plus to anybody. But practically, we should not do the DMIT for anybody who's less than that. 4 years plus, say you can do the DMIT. That's good enough. And this data will help the parents to understand what it is, right? So four types of reports where that can be generated. What are the four different type of report that can be generated? The very first different type of report is called the lifetime report. Academic counseling and behavior counseling can be done on the basis of the lifetime report. Lifetime report will help you to understand. It's a 69-page report, and that will help you to understand various factors. Few prominent data that it will give you is multiple intelligence. It will tell you multiple intelligence. It will also tell you the 19 sub-intelligence. It will tell you 8 multiple intelligence and 19 sub-intelligence. RIAS theory that we just talked about it. It will talk about career selection, preferred learning style, auditory, visual, or kinesthetic learner, whether the child is a left brain dominant and right brain dominant, quotients, IQ, EQ, CQ, and AQ. Personality type, primary and secondary personality. Thought processes, whether the child is an executor or a thinker. What is the type of leadership style the child possesses? What are the acquiring method of a child, and much more. So this is the complete data that will be customized as per the child, and that will come by taking a fingerprint of the child, right? Second type of report is very interesting. That's called the compatibility report. It is done for the people who want to get married, or the people who are already into the relationship and they have some stress into the relationship, and they want to understand and sort that out. The arguments that often creeps up, evolves in their relationship. So that is something that you can do. Or else it can also be done for the people who are wanting to get into the business partnership, to see the level of compatibility before entering into business partnership, and to divide the roles accordingly. That is also, this compatibility report is being used. In this report, the unique thing is that uh, two people's fingerprint are taken in one single report. Is generated through two people's this thing fingerprint, and in a single report it will give you the comparison that this person is good at that and this person is good at that. So basis that, you are able to counsel. And today in India, the DMIT or the relationship counseling is at a very, very nascent stage today, but it is very much required. People are shy to actually take the counseling, but let me tell you, this is a very beautiful tool which can really resolve so many issues on that, right? And so you can always try this counseling also. Not many people are doing it. You can create your niche today, on this particular thing. So that's about the compatibility. And next is the HR report. HR report is something which works best for the corporates, right? And in hiring and interdepartmental transfer. This works best for the corporates. Like, you can always hire the people by taking a fingerprint and identify that. And the complete data that I'm talking about is available in almost all the report except one report, that is called the basic report. This basic report is generally used to either oblige somebody or to collect data in sales, upselling, and that is trailer of a movie. It's something like, for example, अगर आपको स्कूल में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिला और आपको उन्होंने बोला, you said कि fine, I would like to do it, my I would like to do the complete this thing, analysis, complete analysis. Sorry, I'll do the I'll take a fingerprint of all the students. Let's say in the school there are 1,000 students. You'll say, fine, I'll take the fingerprint of all the students. I'll give the 10 pages free 10 pages report free of cost, or for let's say 99 rupees, or let's say for 299 rupees, I'll give this particular report complimentary. And anybody who requires counseling from me, I would charge 999 rupees for that, and give the school also some kind of a cut if it's required. But that will be a tool to collect the data, because there are a lot of instances that we have to collect the data. So you don't want to give the complete report, you want to give them just the trailer of the movie so that the person gets inspired to watch the movie. Similarly, in this case, this is what is going to happen, right? You will actually do this. So this report is primarily nothing but a promotional or a marketing tool for that matter. Okay. Now, these are the 4 different type of reports that can be generated. That's the idea. And these are all the part and parcel of it, right? It is not something uh, this something, which is, this is all a combination package which is going to be coming to you. Okay. So Surya Prakash is asking, what happened if marriage is happened and couple want to be together and make their marriage good? Yes, absolutely. So this is not only for the people who want to, compatibility is not only for the people who want to get married, but it is also for the people who are already who are married and they want to decide upon the roles and responsibilities. It's not that always husband will take a decision for all the things, or always spouse will take a wife will take a decision. Anybody who is good at one thing shall be able to take a decision, and they should have a veto power, right? So this is something. So it's not horoscope, Sunil. It's not a modern horoscope. Horoscope is something related to stars and all the stuff which talks about the future. We are not talking about a future. We are talking about what are the aptitudes that you are good at. It's the present. अभी आपके अंदर क्या चीज स्ट्रांग है तो वो वाला काम आप करो. You do that work. That is the thing. Correct? All right. So ultimately, this is beautiful report. आपका relationship सुधर जाएगा. अगर बिगड़ा हुआ है तो. So any which ways, design and brand your front pages. So ultimately, at the end of it, how would you feel that everything which is coming is going to be coming at your own brand? You will not feel good. You'll feel good, right? How will you feel if you can generate? You have a software which can generate unlimited reports for you. Without, I mean, for anybody who want to generate a report, you can generate unlimited reports, and you can design your own page. Every page has got your own website. Every page contains that. You'll feel good about it, isn't it? And then you are a brand. You are a brand, or you kept the name of company, and that company's name is appearing, right? So that's the power of it. How would you feel if you are able to do DMIT and psychometric both? you know, uh, Completely online also and offline also. If you want to do it offline, you can do that, and you can do it online also. Wouldn't you feel good? How would you feel? Because it's like you don't have to pay a royalty to anybody. How would you feel if you can take this business anywhere across the world? Because it's not about you don't have to operate from a specific place, or you don't have to hire any kind of an infrastructure. You can do it from your study table. Today you are in Delhi, tomorrow you are in Mumbai, day after tomorrow you are in Maldives, or thereafter you could be in US, wherever you are. If you have a transferable job or whatever, I mean, there are people who prefer this because this can completely be done online, right? So this is the power of this, and this is the power, and at the same time, this gives you money. This gives you money, a great money, and you feel proud to take that money because you have added a value into the life of parents. है ना? तो ये चीज है इसके अंदर. So let's talk about the glimpses of the report. अब report लगती कैसी है ना? ज्ञान तो बहुत बांट दिया, but let's understand what is the kind of a report which is there. तो चलो अब हम आपको रिपोर्ट भी दिखा देते हैं. ओके, पहले मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. इसको मैं स्क्रीनशॉट वो करता हूँ, और हाँ, ओके, पहले मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. कौन सी रिपोर्ट दिखाऊं? लाइफ टाइम दिखाता हूँ. ओके, ओके, गिव मी अ मोमेंट. ओके, यू कैन सी द रिपोर्ट, राइट? दिख रही है ना? सबको दिख रही है ना? थैंक यू फॉर कंफर्मिंग. ओके, सो ये जो पेज है ना, ये मैंने ऐसे ही बनाया हुआ है, राइट? ये जो पेज है, ये आप पूरा ब्यूटीफुल canva.com पे जाएंगे, अपना पेज यू विल डिजाइन इट, राइट? सो यू कैन ऐड your numbers, your logo, your website, and everything, right? And so you can create a very beautiful page. There are a lot of people, I get surprised to see how beautiful the pages that they create, I mean, with Canva today, everything is possible. I mean, everybody, you don't have to today go for to create a logo. There are AI tools available today for free of cost. To create a logo, you can even go to canva.com. To create a page, you can go to canva.com and create it. And it's all so simple. It's as like, drag in this thing. You have a lot of elements, a lot of photographs, all like, something which is royalty free for that matter available, and you can use it. So it is very powerful today. It's very easy to do a business today. It has become quite easy, right? So you'll create your beautiful pages, and all the pages, all the 5 pages for psychometric 1 page, then DMIT आपका lifetime होगा, HR होगा, basic होगा, ये A4 में आएगा, and A5 यानी कि पोस्ट कार्ड में आपका कंपैटिबिलिटी आ जाएगा. ठीक है, अब हम बात करते हैं पर्टिकुलर रिपोर्ट की. तो आपने अपना फ्रंट पेज को तो डिजाइन कर लिया. You can visualize that your front page, you are a brand, you can generate unlimited reports, you don't have to do anything. Okay. Now next thing is the index. क्या क्या चीजें इस report के अंदर हैं? The DMIT software will contain that. See, I'm sure you are not able to see that right now. Purpose is that आपको पूरा देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, एक आइडिया होना चाहिए. मैं थोड़ा सा बड़ा कर देता हूँ फिर भी ना. तो इसमें इंडेक्स आएगा, जैसे सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ऑथेंटिसिटी सबसे पहले सबको लेता है, लगता है व्हाट इज द ऑथेंटिसिटी ऑफ द रिपोर्ट. तो व्हाट द पीपल हैव डन इज, जो भी उन्होंने इसी के अंदर सर्टिफिकेट डाल दिया विद इन द रिपोर्ट इटसेल्फ. तो वो क्वेश्चन ही खत्म हो गया. फिर लोगों को रेफरेंसेस चाहिए होते हैं, कुछ दिमाग होते हैं, उनको पढ़ना होता है बहुत सारा. तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ रेफरेंसेस व्हिच आर देयर, बुक्स के, लाइक थ्योरीज के, रिसर्चेस के सारे रेफरेंसेस दिए हुए हैं. देन पर्सनल डेटा विच इज लाइक ऑल अबाउट, उसका पर्सनल डेटा आपका आना जरूरी है. That is the thing. Then comes in personal details, then franchise consultant. For example, ये आपके ब्रांड पे है and you can put it into unlimited systems. आप unlimited systems पे डाल सकते हो ये, right? तो समझ लो कल को आपको franchise का detail चाहिए. Somebody you said कि fine, I'll charge 500 rupees from you per report and give it to you. I'll generate report, you sell and you do the counseling onto our brand name. So you are making money also at the same time. These people are also like, you have trained them and they are. So it's like an affiliate होते हैं ना. और काउंसलर्स को आपने अपॉइंट कर दिया कि आप ही सेल करो. आप 5,000 रुपए में सेल होता है. I'll give it to you. I'll generate the report for you. I'll give you a kind of a franchisee where I'll charge per report 500 rupees or 750 rupees from you. And you can do the counseling for 4,000 rupees. So entire margin is of yours, right? You can do that as well. So this is something there. So there are a lot of people who are coaching center owners, or other people. You can try and train them. From CEO's desk, what is dermatographic? Key references, as I said. Brain lobes के बारे में, about the inventor of this. It has got a lot of things. Actually, आप report को, and I've already shared the report with most of the people today. Today morning I sent across the message. उसमें कल की recording भी थी. Yesterday's recording also. And plus report का भी एक वो था drive का link. You can actually download the report also. And a lot of other things are also there in that, right? So any which ways, 8 multiple intelligence and 19 sub intelligence के बारे में. Then total fingerprint is gone. So there are a lot of stuff which is there. So I'm not getting into the detail. तो ऐसे करके index ही आपका, index is all for 56 things, right? Then certificate of authenticity that you can see. Then comes in benefit of DMIT. What are the benefits of DMIT? Then comes in the personal details for that matter. Then comes in the franchisee detail. If you create a franchisee, तो उसका detail आ जाएगा. And then there's a disclaimer to safeguard yourself legally from all the hassles, if at all. From CEO's desk, like, this is there and there, your company name will appear. What is dermatographic? It's the knowledge about that. Key references and researches that the people would be interested in maybe. Brain lobes and their functions that I've already explained you today. ये उसके बारे में पूरा. Then comes in the no brain, no fingerprint. I was telling you, there were a couple of kids who were born in the different part of the world. They were not having a brain, and it was found that they were not even having a fingerprint. About the inventor of disc का जो Dr. William है, who's the inventor of disc theory, जो मैं बोल रहा था, dominant, investigative, social and compliant, ये उसके बारे में है. Then what is disc? Disc theory क्या है? Primary and secondary personality that we talked about it. So this is going to be coming. 2 pages are coming at a time. So I'm helping you. Then it is a SWOT analysis about this disc theory. So basis whichever the one that you have it, uske बारे में, you can do the SWOT analysis. Then you have sub-intelligences are there. Sub-intelligences, 8 multiple intelligence and sub-intelligence. Then this is the main page, ये इस पे सबसे ज़्यादा, this is you are going to spend the majority of the time, right? What is sub-intelligence? मैं आपको एक example देता हूँ, ठीक है? अब मैं इसको थोड़ा सा बड़ा करता हूँ. For example, it is talking about the 10 parts of the brain. We talked about these 10 parts, right? अब हमारा linguistic किससे आता है? Linguistic temporal से आता है, temporal left brain से आता है. Now linguistic means language. We are talking about the language. अब language को हम further divide कर सकते हैं. Non-verbal language होती है, verbal होती है और writing होती है. Which means if somebody is good in language, which means उसका वो वाला part that is strong. But उसको further classify किया है 3 parts में. 3 parts में कैसे है? We have a non-verbal skills of the language. If you want to communicate something, you can communicate through the non-verbal communication also, na? Body language जिसको हम बोलते हैं. Second is the verbal, the way you speak, that is second. And third is writing. Some people may not be very good orator, but they have a great writing skills. A lot of content writers or the copywriters are like fall into that particular category. So ये वाला जो काम है ये आपका उसके अंदर है ना? तो इस तरह से आपको दिस इज कॉल्ड सब इंटेलिजेंस. सो आपका इंटेलिजेंस है, उसमें सब इंटेलिजेंसेस भी है. तो आपको ये पता चलता है कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल द ग्रीन वन डिनोट्स इन दैट, द ग्रीन वन डिनोट्स व्हाट? द ग्रीन वन डिनोट्स strong, the red one denotes weak, and the blue one denotes average. So you know the strong points when the child was born, that point of time, the strong domains that the child has got it is this, and this is the percentage. टोटल आपका 10 का मिला के 100% होगा. 100% को आप डिवाइड कर दोगे 10 मल्टीपल इंटेलिजेंस से, सॉरी 10 ब्रेन के पार्ट से, तो कितना आ गया एवरेज? 10 आ गया. तो 10 से if it is above, it is considered to be green, that is strong. If it is 8 to 10, it is considered to be average, which is blue. And if it is lesser than that, it is considered red, which means these are the domains these are the parts which are not very strong, and this requires an improvement if it is required to be improved. It is not necessary that whatever is weak, you have to improve it only. If it is not required to be improved, it's okay. But the ones which are strong, you have to give an exposure into that, right? So it talks about that and percentage also, and that is the way you are able to counsel the parents. So every data is almost available. You just have to counsel them, right? Okay. Gray color जो है Sonia, that is about the unlimited purpose, unlimited potential that the people have got it, right? So that is about particular thing. All right, so now coming to the next page, that is about the total finger ridge count. Total finger ridge count. So what is total finger ridge count? Total finger ridge count में होता है कि आपके, you know, like जैसे हम बोल रहे थे ना, कितने न्यूरॉन कनेक्शंस हैं ब्रेन के अंदर, how many neuron connections are active, how many circuits are closed. Basis that, like this has been defined. Okay, तो इसमें जितने ज्यादा न्यूरॉन कनेक्शंस होंगे एक्टिव, उतना ज्यादा आपके रिजेस होंगे, एंड जितने ज्यादा रिजेस होंगे, द मोर द रिजेस दैट यू हैव, द मोर द ridge counting that will have, and the more the learnability that you'll have it. So TFRC talks about the learning potential, how fast you can learn the things, learning capacity, right? So this is what you're going to learn about it. You'll come to know about it. Then comes the brain dominance. Brain dominance में क्या होता है? Brain dominance में आपका होगा, आपको left brain dominant है या right brain dominant, as I said yesterday, उसके बारे में पता चलेगा. Then let's say if we are talking about interpersonal intelligence, and then we say कि interpersonal intelligence can further be divided into two different parts, that is called the sub-intelligence. So intrapersonal, sorry, तो intrapersonal intelligence है जो कि 18.85 है, which is very strong. Of the total, all the 10 domains, it is 18.95. But इनको further अगर आप divide करोगे तो एक planning, intuitive, judgment and execution जो है वो 55.99% है. मोटिवेशनल एंड इमोशनल बिहेवियर जो है, जो इमोशनली बिहेव करता है, वो है 44%. तो यानी कि आपको ये पता चलेगा वो सेल्फ ऑर्गेनाइज तो है, सेल्फ स्मार्ट है, लेकिन वो सेल्फ स्मार्ट प्लानिंग में ज्यादा है या फिर इमोशनल और बिहेवियरल उसमें ज्यादा है. तो यू कम टू नो, दिस इज अ graphical representation with the percentage that you come to know. So this will help you to do. And then on the right hand side you can see every page, उसके बाद remedies दी हुई है. For example, if you have a specific intelligence which you want to improve, so 10 ways are given how can you improve upon that. If you want to improve a specific, see, purpose is just not to know. अगर डॉक्टर के पास आप गए और आपको बुखार है, तो डॉक्टर ने आपको बोला हाँ हाँ आपको बुखार है, तो उससे तो कोई समस्या हल नहीं हुई ना. I mean, that's not the treatment. It is only the diagnosis. The doctor says you have a viral because of this, and I'm giving you this medicine, and due to which you'll be okay within next 3 days time or 4 days time or whatever, right? So that's what we are talking about it. So it's not the knowledge that you require कि fine, हमको नॉलेज नहीं देनी है, सिर्फ हमको ज्ञान नहीं बांटना है कि दिस इज द थिंग। वो तो रिपोर्ट में लिखा ही हुआ है ना, उसमें हमारा क्या पर्पस है? हमको जो उनको बताना है कि आपकी रेमेडीज क्या है, इफ यू वांट टू इंप्रूव अपॉन इट, हाउ वुड यू इंप्रूव अपॉन इट? सी व्हाई इट्स मोर रिलेवेंट एट अ यंगर एज, बिकॉज द ब्रेन कंप्लीटली फॉर्म्स बाय द एज ऑफ 16 years, एंड तभी हमारी एजुकेशन भी उसी टाइम पे पूरी होती है। तो वो सब कुछ साइंटिफिक है। सो ब्रेन कंप्लीटली गेट्स दिस थिंग बाय 16 years, and by when the child is about 10 years old, by that time 80% of brain development happens, and by the age of 16, 100% of brain development happens medically. I'm talking about that, right? Now, तब तक की जो लर्निंग पावर होती है ना, वो हाईएस्ट होती है स्टूडेंट के अंदर। therefore like we are student and early age में you are able to learn faster, right? So if you are, let's say, 7 years old and you have done the DMIT for the child, तो बाकी 16 minus 7, I mean बाकी जो साल है, he has got all that number of years available to improve upon it and to build up the domain. Something you are weak at, you can still build it up. So this is a path and the roadmap which is given how to do that. ये इसके अंदर दिया हुआ है. Okay, so remedies are already given, and this is being given for everything. This is I explained you for intrapersonal. Then आपका लॉजिकल इंटेलिजेंस का हो गया, देन लिंग्विस्टिक का होगा, लैंग्वेज का, एंड दिस इज अबाउट दैट। देन नेचुरलिस्ट का हो गया, ओके, नेचुरलिस्ट का आपका हो गया, दैट इज अबाउट द थिंग। देन हो गया आपका इंटरपर्सनल का, देन विजुअल का हो गया, देन म्यूजिकल, देन किनेस्थेटिक। तो ये सारे आ गए, राइट? इन सब के बारे में बात है। एंड देन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द नेक्स्ट थिंग, दैट इज कॉल्ड द five senses. हमको जो information आती है, whatever the information that we get is through the five senses, we all understand, right? So if the five senses become super powerful, you will be able to actually get more information. And if you get more information, you will be able to use more information because you'll have larger data to calculate or to basically take a decision on. So it will tell you which of the five senses are you strong at. How many senses do we have, by the way? 5, 6, 7. Any idea? Five senses, says Sunil and Sonia. What if I say it's 7 senses? So 5 senses में हमारा क्या हो गया? Hearing हो गया, smell हो गया, touch हो गया, और क्या हो गया? See हो गया, taste हो गया, right? Apart from that, we have the sixth sense that's called intuitive power, which also is scientifically proved now, right? And seventh sense is called nonsense. Okay, so just to be on the lighter side, yeah, but we do have 6 senses, but primarily the data that comes to us is considered to be the scientifically 5 senses. Correct? Okay, so once we know that, so you come to know about that, then we are talking about the next thing, that is called the whether you are an executor or you're a thinker. You execute the things also, you continue to keep on thinking. Are you object driven or concept driven? Right? इसके बारे में आपको पता चलता है. Then you come to know about the IQ level. IQ level is intelligent quotient. EQ level is emotional quotient. AQ level is adversity quotient, and CQ is creative quotient. So you come to know whichever is the highest in graph, and accordingly, in this case, EQ is the strong, which means the person has got a lot of empathy towards the people, and the person is a people smart. So if he goes into the industry or a domain where you have to really take care of the people, if he or she plays the role like HR, or maybe if you're very empathetic, or maybe you start an NGO for that matter, or you get into something where you have to really take care of the team for that matter. You have to motivate the team and lead the team. Perhaps you can do very well. Whereas if you have a AQ, so you can actually work on the places where there's a lot of stress situation. There are a lot of targets and a lot of stress there. Like for example, hospitals. There's so much things which is happening, and there's always a kind of an emergency. So if your AQ level is high, you know how to deal with the situation. You will not get panicky. So therefore, AQ is also very important. Some brains are creative brains, तो creative brains होते हैं. तो ultimately आपका कौन सा strong है आपको ये पता चलेगा. I've already explained yesterday, so I'm not going into the depths of it. Visual learner, auditory learner, kinesthetic learner, ये मेरा favorite है. Because आपको ये पता चलता है कि visual learner हो, auditory learner, kinesthetic learner, so accordingly you can actually choose the way you should learn. You can train the child accordingly. So then it has given what does the visual learner means. तो जैसे इसमें लिखा है मैं पढ़ के बताता हूँ. तो इसमें ना ये जैसे आ रहा है, ये 1 2 3 आ रहा है, इसमें हाईएस्ट है 44.24, दैट इज 44.24, दैट इज ऑडिटरी लर्नर ना. अब ऑडिटरी लर्नर का अगर हम जाते हैं तो हम नेक्स्ट पेज पे चले जाते हैं, ठीक है. सो दिस इज द नेक्स्ट पेज. हम ऑडिटरी लर्नर को थोड़ा सा बड़ा करते हैं. सो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इट इज सेइंग. इट इज सेइंग ऑडिटरी लर्नर्स लर्न बेस्ट बाय लिसनिंग. They like to read out loud. They are not afraid to speak in class. They like oral reports. They are good at explaining things. They can remember names easily. They notice sound effects in movies. They enjoy music. They read slowly. They are good at grammar and foreign language. They follow spoken direction well. They can't keep quiet for a long time. So this is what the auditory learners are like. So this is what it is. Up they have given the study test for auditory learner. How should they learn? If you are an auditory learner, use word association to remember facts and lines. Provide oral along with written instruction. Include whole group discussion. Watch audio visual with which complement the written test. They take longer time to read passages, so give them sufficient time. Repeat facts and eye closed. If possible, record the study material and listen to it frequently. As I was talking to you about my daughter, which I adopted, that was the it for my daughter. So, whichever, you don't have to do everything, but you may pick up one or two, whatever suits you best. Allow them to listen to music while studying. While you are an auditory learner, listen to the music while you're studying. This is another great idea, especially maths or science. Repeat facts with closed eyes. Right. So this is the study tips for the auditory learner. Pranjali, IQ or everything, this is the report of a birth only for everybody. When it's an innate potential, DMIT is called the innate potential. Okay. It's not about today, but that generally doesn't change so easily. सिर्फ मल्टीपल इंटेलिजेंस थ्योरी थोड़ा सा चेंज होता है, ज्यादातर पर्सपेक्ट सेम रहता है. Then it is about the ATD angle. ATD angle is about like how your brain will coordinate with the nervous system. How fast the learner you are. How great a sports person you are. ये आपको ATD angle से पता चलता है. ठीक है? Then my learning style, what is the type of learning style? What kind of a leadership that you have. फिर about the Holland theory that you come to know. Then, so these are all that you come to know about the McKenzie theory. It will give you a graphical representation there. Okay. Then it will talk about the my acquiring method. Are you self-competitive method, self-cognitive method, sorry, or effective method, reverse method, or reflective method, which is how do you acquire information? Some people acquire information by self-cognitive method. Unless they do it by themselves, they will not learn. Effective method होता है copy method. If you have seen somebody doing it, you will do it. Okay. Reverse method is, they will never follow the instructions straight. If you ask them to make a coffee, they'll first make tea and then they'll make coffee. But the best part is that they will find a solution and they'll find the out of the box solution, which other people may not be able to find it out. Reflective means ट्रू सेंस से बोलता हूँ तो आलसी बोलते हैं इनको, which means lazy, which means reflective method. थोड़ा sophisticated language use कर देता हूँ. So reflective method means ki like these people require a little more push, little more motivation, but they have unlimited personalities, right? So this is what it is. Then comes the stream selection, that is science, commerce, and arts. आपको क्या लेना चाहिए? And then it will also give you the career option, and it will give you almost about over 100 career options. Career options like इसमें you can see there are 4-star, 5-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star. 1, 2, 3-star should not be done. You can go for either 4-star career or the 5-star career. This gives the like this the how much if it's 4-star, it says ki fine, you can consider it. 5-star, you can, I mean, blindly just follow that, right? So for example, alag fields mein alag ho sakta. For example, engineering mein, now this child he can be a great computer engineer, but if you make him electronic engineer, he will just have got 1-star. Electrical engineer, just 2-star. So this is all the thing, that basically comes from that. Okay, now, so this is career option. Music पे हो गया, life sciences में हो गया, designing में हो गया, weather and environment, banking and fitness पे हो गया, banking और finance, sorry, mass media communication में हो गया, and stuff like that, management, public, psychology, foreign languages. तो ये सारा उसके बारे में आता है. Then further sports and defense के बारे में. So it gives you like a lot of career choices and tell you, and then finally it will give you the graphical representation कि आप music में ज़्यादा strong हो या किस में, I mean, which is the field that you should choose, right? Then further, it will give you a 1-page report. This is the 1-page report it is going to give you. So ultimately what happens is, in the beginning, you do counseling on basis you read the complete report for a couple of counseling. If you are doing a counseling for 5 people or 6 people initially, so for 1 hour counseling, you might have to spend 2 hours initially, because you'll have to read through, you'll have to understand what it is, you have to understand what are you going to tell them. But that is once your learning is over, while you're counseling, so what will happen thereafter, you will just look at this particular page. This is the summary page, and it has got every content of the report. So it has given you collated the data in single page. So when I have to counsel, I don't go through the entire report now. I just go through this particular page, and every data is in front of me. So it talks about the interpersonal, logical, linguistic, naturalist, intrapersonal, visual, kinesthetic, musical. Talk about a different percentage. It talks about primary personality and secondary personality. Brain dominance, left or right brainer. My learning style, are you a visual, kinesthetic, and auditory type of learner? My leadership style, are you a task-based leader or you a relationship-oriented leader? Touch, taste, and all the stuff, percentage. Then it will talk about the quotients also. It will talk about my preferred stream, science, commerce, or maths. It will talk about thought process. It will talk about thought process, action or thinker, tactical, auditory, or visual. What kind of a preferential learning style do you have? So the entire important data which is there, which is important for a child, is available in single page. And then comes in, if you are physically giving them the report, and generally these days, not many people do that, and it's not required normally. I mean, what you do is you do the counseling onto the Zoom platform normally. But if you do, let's say if there's a counseling that you're doing face-to-face, then you can, on this particular report, you can give a counselor's remark. Roadmap you have to create. See, ultimately, based the report, you have to create a roadmap. So this is the counselor's remark, and that is the last page which is there. तो ये जो पूरी report है, ये आपकी आती है, sorry. Sorry, so this is the report which basically comes in for. Now we are talking about the compatibility report, okay? तो मैं अब आपको compatibility report दिखा रहा हूँ. Can you see the report? Compatibility report, is that visible? No. Give me a moment. Now it is visible to you, right? So now the components are going to be the same. Components are not going to be different in that, but what will happen is, for example, it will also talk about the certificate of authenticity and all this stuff. Everything will be same. It will have the benefits of DMIT. Now the difference is here it is giving personal details about Mr. X and Miss Y, Miss J, Z, right? तो आपने दोनों का इसमें वो कर रहे हो, तो आपने दोनों का उसमें वो करा, एंड पर्सनल डिटेल्स आपने फ्रेंचाइज डिटेल्स लिखा, all the stuff is coming, everything remains, components are the same. So I'm not now going to tell you the components. I'm just going to tell you how does it help. Now यहाँ पे मिस्टर एक्स है और मिस वाई है या मिस जी है, तो इसमें इनकी मिस्टर एक्स की जो पर्सनैलिटी है, जो डोमिनेंट पर्सनैलिटी है, डोमिनेंट है, प्राइमरी पर्सनैलिटी एंड इन्फ्लुएंशियल पर्सनैलिटी है, सेकेंडरी पर्सनैलिटी जो है वो, यानी कि घर के अंदर जो सेकेंडरी पर्सनैलिटी है वो डोमिनेंट है, दोनों पर्सनैलिटी डोमिनेंट है, राइट, इन मिस्टर एक्स, और मिस जी की जो दोनों पर्सनैलिटी है वो स्टेडी है. तो दे विल हैव अ वेरी कूल रिलेशनशिप बिकॉज एक तो डोमिनेंट है, other person is steady. So, they will be able to actually go gel well, because if they both were dominant, then there would have been a lot of fights for that matter. So that's the way you come to know about it, कि like कौन सी पर्सनैलिटी टाइप है और कैसे हमको क्लास हो सकता है. तो एक ही रिपोर्ट से आपको पता चल जाता है. तो ये उसके बाद स्वॉट एनालिसिस हो जाता है. देन उसके बाद जो हम 8 इंटेलिजेंस एंड 19 सब इंटेलिजेंसेस की बात कर रहे हैं, तो अब ये देखिए 8 इंटेलिजेंस को हमने वो बात करते हैं. तो ये पेज आप देख रहे हैं, इफ यू कैन सी दिस पर्टिकुलर पेज, यू हैव ए एंड बी इज इन पिंक एंड ए इज इन ब्लू, एंड एवरी एस्पेक्ट हैज बीन कवर्ड. फॉर एग्जांपल फर्स्ट ले लेते हैं इंट्रापर्सनल. Now in that case 16.41 is percentage is for men, and for women it's 11.37%, but both are above average, which means when it comes to self discovery and self planning and everything, generally both will be clear and quite an organized one, and they would care for themselves. They will do all the savings and whatever is required to be done, they'll do that. But when you talk about the logical ability, over here the spouse, the husband doesn't have that strong a logical ability. It talks about the numbers, you talk about a reasoning, you talk about taking decisions, such thing. So all the logical, even the woman is average, not high, but then better than men. So in this case, what will happen is the woman should be given a power to take logical decisions over here. Now let's talk about other thing, linguistic. Now come to the fourth one on the left. Linguistic mein, the husband, the guy is very good, it's very powerful, he will have more command over the language, and the woman is, for her it's very weak, so she may not be able to actually like so strong in the language. So perhaps whatever the communication has to be done, I think this has to be done like by the husband, that will be more appropriate for that matter. Now talking about right hand side ऊपर interpersonal के हम पे आ जाते हैं. Interpersonal intelligence में क्या है? Both are green. So both will be good in people smart. They are both are people smart. So wherever they go, they will be welcomed, because everybody would love to be with them, because these are the people who take care of the other people. सबके दुख सुख में खड़े होंगे. These people will stand by the side of all the relatives and friends. This couple will be popular for that, because both has got that kind of a thing that they want to help, right? Now coming to imagination intelligence. Imagination intelligence is about the visualization, about the 3D. Now both the people will be poor driver, because वो बहुत negative में है. So both the people will be poor driver. So it's better for them to hire a driver, rather than driving a car themselves, because this is something which is something to be improved, or you have to improve upon this particular thing. So that's the way you are able to actually like tell the couple about the strong and weak parts of it, and how do you basically cope, who should do what role should you play, and that's pretty interesting while you do that, right? So fingerprint counts, brain dominance, so everything is compared, as I told you. So basis this, you are able to actually like do the counseling part of it, based on this particular report. Okay. So that's the way this report will come in. I think these two reports are good enough for you to understand. देखिए इसमें हर जगह ये compare करके दे रहा है. Everywhere it is. Basically all the aspects are the same. It is just comparing. And what are the important aspects are there, basis which you do the relationship counseling or whatever you want to call it, you do that. Okay. So this is the report which is there. So let me stop that. Now let me showcase you the report of psychometric test. I have also forwarded you the report, so I'm sure you would be able to. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, last report that I'm going to be showing you is like that is called the psychometric test report. This is the report, and this is the report again, like your own brand is going to come, everything will be there. So I've just ये बहुत simple 18 पेज की report है, and this is very to the point report, to the point report, and this is for the counseling while a child is in 10th class or it is in 12th class, or otherwise a person will have to take a decision about the career. So this is about the acquired skill, and that is called the psychometric test. Right, the psychometric test में पहले आपका personal data will appear and then it will give you an idea about the complete details. For example, this report will give you a ranking. It is a multiple intelligence, logical, musical, naturalist, verbal, interpersonal, body kinesthetic, spatial and intrapersonal. It will talk about the ranking, rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. कौन सी इसमें सबसे dominant जो है वो kinesthetic है. अब किनेस्थेटिक में कौन से करियर होते हैं, यू कैन कंसिडर दैट. सेकंड वन इज आपका म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट. म्यूजिकल का मतलब है यू कैन बी अ ग्रेट ट्रेनर, ग्रेट ओरेटर, यू कैन बी ग्रेट आरजे, न्यूज रीडर एंड द स्टफ लाइक दैट. थर्ड आपकी इंटेलिजेंस जो स्ट्रांग है, इसमें इसमें रेड वाले स्ट्रांग है, इसमें रेड वाले वीक नहीं है. साइकोमेट्रिक में रेड इज द स्ट्रॉन्गर, ब्लू इज द एवरेज एंड लेस डोमिनेंट आर ग्रीन. तो उल्टा है इसके अंदर. एंड जो ऑरेंज है दैट इज द नीड अटेंशन. तो इट विल हैव अ कलर डिनोमिनेशन ऑल्सो, it will talk about a percentage also, and it will talk about the ranking also. So this is good enough for you to do the counseling for the anybody. Then ये report में अगर आप देखेंगे कि this is the graph it is given, and this is giving a graph. For example, if you are a linguistic, so first column will talk about what is the intelligence type. Second column will talk about intelligence description. What does it mean? इसका मतलब है वर्ड एंड लैंग्वेज स्मार्ट. आप वर्ड एंड लैंग्वेज स्मार्ट है. फॉर एग्जांपल रिटन एंड स्पोकन रिटेंशन, इंटरप्रिटेशन and explanation of ideas and information. So this will define the type of intelligence is there. Preferred learning style का जो next column है that talks about कि आप कैसे चीजों को सीखते हैं. For example, if somebody who is linguistic will learn through words and language, whatever the good words that we use, a person will be able to grasp the information. But the person who is logical, the next one, will be able to understand numbers first. अगर हम बोलें कि लाइक अगर हम कुछ भी बोलते हैं कि फॉर एग्जांपल द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ नागपुर इज दिस मच, is huge. Now huge is what? It's a generic thing. Huge मतलब कितना huge you don't know. But the logical people would like to understand what is the population in terms of number. Total है कितनी मेरे को ये बताओ. So that's the difference. But if the linguistic person is there, he will be satisfied or she will be satisfied if we say huge, right? That's the thing. Typical roles and preferential learning style. So these people can become writer, lawyer, journalist. So it will talk about कि आप कौन-कौन सी fields को choose कर सकते हो if you are strong in this. Then related task activities or tests, that is the last column, which will talk about कि how do you improve upon it, right? तो ये आपको पता चलता है. तो इसके बारे में देन उसके बाद हमने मैकेंजी थ्योरी वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन, ये उसके बारे में बात करता है. देन ये रियाज थ्योरी के बारे में बात करता है, रियलिस्टिक, इन्वेस्टिगेटिव, आर्टिस्टिक, सोशल. इट विल गिव यू द इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन दैट. जो हाईएस्ट होता है ना, वी हैव टू एक्सप्लेन दैट ओनली. ओके, देन उसके बारे में फर्दर डिटेल्स देता है. देन करियर सजेशन देता है. देन यहाँ पे ये मल्टीपल इंटेलिजेंस, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू आर स्ट्रांग इन विजुअल, then what are the professions that best suits you? For bodily kinesthetic, what are the profession that best suits you? For intrapersonal, what are the profession that best suits you? And if you want to, then the next pages are about if you want to improve upon a specific personality, how would you improve upon it? तो ये उसके तरीके दिए हुए हैं, and that is something basis which you are able to actually guide the parents about that, right? तो ये तो हो गया. This was something about the type of reports that can be generated through this particular thing. I would give me a moment, please. Just give me a moment. All right. How many people are also wanting to understand how the training can be imparted? Okay, sure. Thank you so much for confirming. So, what happens is Mindtrees has got the app. Okay, Mindtrees has got the app, and we've got a lot of programs and products which are there in this particular app. ये सारे हमारे different programs हैं और भी introduce हो रहे हैं. So ultimately, when you go to Play Store and download, and you type MINDPRIESTS Mindtrees, you will be able to download the app for free of cost. And there are different programs that we have it. Like we are into midbrain activation, we are into study skills like memory technique, speed reading, mind mapping, goal setting, NLP techniques, stuff like that. We have a music frequencies like telekinesis. We have the frequency for telepathy. We have the frequency for photographic memory, and a lot of other things like concentration, goal setting. Every music that we have it, and we have a psychometric test that is for career counseling. We have the DMIT counseling, and we have a combo product also. So different things are there. But let's come to the point. Let's say this is the program called career counseling that you are going to do it, right? So you will get an access for this, and it will be practically a lifetime one, but we theoretically call it, we let's call it as a lifetime one. Lifetime in the sense I'm talking about like next 3 to 4 years, you will have that access to that, right? So what we do is we have, this is the platform that we use, and iske andar, you have a content, okay? And this particular content, this is a complete content. This is the training material. You can access it through mobile also, and you can access it through mobile also, and you can access through the laptop also. Now, these are different things, programs that we have it. So ultimately, this is the complete this thing. So what you have to do is you have to play Let's Get Started. And this is 2 or 15 minutes, and that will help you to understand the moment you buy the program and you want to let it get started. So this is the first video that you'll watch. Okay, then there's a sample reports of psychometric and DMIT. I have also shared the link with you for that matter. Overview and 5-step process of career sales, brain anatomy. Up now, what I told you yesterday was in brief. Now this is in little more detail actually. So everything is like, alag alag. You have all the things, and these are different theories, different this thing. So this is the program. This is about the goal setting. उसके बाद then DMIT के बारे में आ जाता है. DMIT के बारे में आ जाता है. Then how to take a fingerprint online, ये उसके बारे में tutorial है. How to take fingerprints like offline. Then it is the guide, goal setting, your own goal setting. You have to do the goal setting for yourself. Setting up an Instamozo payment gateway. How do you create a payment gateway to collect the payment? Process of creating Facebook and lead generation. You have to run the campaign to get the lead. So that's complete process is there, and sales module and all this stuff. So telescript. Once the inquiry comes in, the last part is how do you call them? What should you be speaking to them? So it's a complete plug and play training. It's just not related to a specific thing. It's also related to marketing. So once you go through it, and thereafter, if you have a query, there's a chat option in between. So if you really see here, this is the chat option, right? So यहाँ पे क्या होता है, you will have the groups, and these are the groups. All the people who are a part of it right now. all the people who will be joining in future will be joining in the same course. And for this particular thing, some people have already gone through a journey, some people are going through a journey. So they may have requirement to have energy exchange. So this is wherein the chat group is there. Automatically, whosoever is connected, you can chat with, right? You can chat with, and you can chat with us also, and somebody or the other will help you to reply. So ultimately, this is a chat group. So no WhatsApp groups are required, and there's no this thing where there's no spamming possible because you don't have a number which is being shared by anybody. Like we create a WhatsApp group, there's a number which is there, which is reflective, and people start spamming later. But these are the groups you can't do anything about it, right? So the best part is you can just cross learn from each other, you can inspire each other. So this is the thing. So this is the chat group which is there for you. Then second thing is, if you want to ask us something, you can WhatsApp us, you can call us, you can email us, or you can come to Zoom, or you can come to any desk. So depending on to the kind of a requirements is there, that's there. So throughout the journey, you have pre-recorded session which you go through, you write down your query, and if at all that is there, then you just send it across. So learning is quite structured for that matter, and under the mentorship, I think you're able to learn and become industry best expert at this point of time. I can tell you this, right? So this is what it is about the is about the program, and that's the kind of a way the training is basically being imparted to you. Whatever additional content any point of time has to be parked in, so that automatically comes, we park it over here. So this is the way basically this particular thing is there. Okay, now coming back, now is the time when I would like to give me a moment, please. Just a second. No, Pranjali, you don't have to download anything. You just have to install the app of MindPriest, MINDPRIESTS. Okay. All right. So this is what it is. We have talked about all the different reports. Now I want to have your feedback. How did you find it? Do you think these, on the basis of this report, you can disrupt the complete industry and can actually create that kind of a difference in the people's lives so that they're more clear, they understand their children more better, more scientifically? That is what I really want to understand. I mean, yesterday and today, whatever that we do you get the confidence that this is something that you want to do, right? Do you feel passionate about it? I just want to understand. Do you feel passionate about it, that this is something that we really want to do, and we think, I think this is the power that we can have it, right? So thanks for confirmation, Arun, Sonia, Betty, Shushma, Kiran, Gurdeep, Manisha, Mranal, MVS, Ume. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. So great, Swamiji. Thank you so much. So primarily, this is what it is. So this is the tool, and these are the things. This is the way we do it, and I invite you to be a part of it now. So psychometric का process क्या रहता है? I've already told you what it reflects. These are the important pages. तो उसके बाद आपको online counseling करनी होती है Zoom पे, and Zoom पे you are just able to counsel, or maybe initially you don't want to invest onto the Zoom. Also, you can do the counseling onto the Google Meet, which is free of cost platform. So I think that's a great thing. You can just do it, whether you want to do the counseling for DMIT or you want to do it counseling for this thing. For both the things, you can do the counseling on the Zoom. जो charges है from parents, 5,000 rupees is the average charge in for DMIT, and psychometric के लिए जो average charge है वो actually 2,500 rupees है. I mentioned that as 2,000 rupees if it is all online, right? If it is offline, then psychometric के लिए you charge 3,500 rupees to 4,000. But if it is online, you generally charge 2 to 2,500 rupees. For DMIT, generally it's 5,000 rupees, but if you are doing online, then you can even charge lesser because you don't have to go to the person's place and collect the fingerprints and stuff like that. That benefit you can actually like give it to them and pass on to them. So you can do it for 4,000 also. Charges are something which we only recommend. Ultimately, it is your choice. What are the pricing that you have to do it? But every product has to be a market fit where it is an acceptable price, which is being taken by the people for the value that we offer. And these are those prices that I'm talking about it. Okay. Now, coming to next thing. ऐप का नाम है राजीव, MINDPRIESTS. अभी मैं इसमें बहुत सारा फ्री कंटेंट भी डालने वाला हूँ. Okay, mind please. That's it. Mind please here. Got that. Now we are talking about now. Okay. Now let me share my ultimate secret of how I used to charge rupees 8,000 per counseling. जब market कम charge कर रहा था ना, market was charging 5,000 rupees, तो मैं तब 8,000 rupees कैसे charge कर रहा था? What different I was doing? Though one thing I feel I'm a great counselor. I mean, it's not that, but that I'm just boasting about myself, but I feel and I know I'm a good counselor. And at the same time, but still, for DMIT, people will pay me 5,000 rupees. Okay. Even if I'm a great counselor, or somebody is lesser than me, or somebody is better than me, still they will pay them 5,000, and to me also they'll pay them 5,000. The differentiating factor has to be something different. What is that? So, if you want to know the secret, type TMS, tell me the secret. So in the meantime, I can take a sip of water. Thank you so much, friends. All right, I was just using this time to drink a glass of water. So, all right, thank you so much for your responses. Now, let's understand this with an example. For example, agar aap ek normal, when you go to the general physician, how much he charges? He charges 500 rupees. And when you go to a specialist, he charges 1,500 rupees, right? Let's say heart specialist or kidney specialist or भगवान ना करे जाना पड़े, लेकिन एक मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, they charge more because they are specialists. Now, I don't know how many people have heard of a red and green ocean. Sorry, red and blue ocean. Is there anybody who has heard of it or knows about it? Red ocean or a blue ocean? Yes, Sunil, you know about it? Great. Subhajit को भी पता है ना? Nice. सूर्य को नहीं पता, कोई बात नहीं. So let me help you to understand. Simple thing. This is the thing जिसके लिए आजकल ना 5-5 दिन की वर्कशॉप हो रही है. And people have been talking about complete organization को कि how the organization should be brought from red ocean to a blue ocean. So what is red ocean? Red ocean is something where there's a product and that product has got a lot of demand. But at the same time, there are a lot of suppliers also because easy to get into it. For example, अगर आपको कुछ भी printing कराना हो, anything that you want to get it printing. Let's say if there's a marriage in the family and you want to get the card, the card to be printed. So what will happen? What will happen? You have a lot of people who print the marriage card, isn't it? So you have a lot of choices for that matter. Let's say if you want to buy a particular specific model of a mobile phone. अब वो mobile phone online भी available है, offline भी available. So you check the online price, then you go to the offline market nearby people, and if it is available and everybody is keeping that, you'll ask them what is the best bargain that you'll give it to us. And then whosoever gives you some extra value add or some kind of a better pricing, you go there. So ultimately what happens is, there's a competition because product remains the same. Product में कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. Product is the same. Okay. Now the only thing that and there are so many suppliers also, so many people who are providing that. So whom would you buy to attract you as a customer? The only thing that you'll have to do is to basically, decrease their prices. So these people play on prices, which is bad, or not bad, which is where after certain time they have a very shrinked kind of a margins, and at times they don't able to, if they don't have a volumes enough, they will not be able to even sustain for that matter. So therefore, red ocean mein, there's always a challenge, in terms of price war is always there. But let's talk about the blue ocean. Imagine a situation that you are the only person available in the whole market. Nobody else has got that kind of a product that you have. So that is called the blue ocean, है ना? वहां पे आपकी monopoly है. It's a monopoly market, right? So this is going to be the blue ocean, correct? Blue ocean आपका ये वाला है. तो अब क्या होगा? Let's say, तो blue ocean में हमको, if what is good, blue ocean or red ocean? Red ocean is like crowded, and blue ocean has got like limited this thing. So let's understand. When you talk about a career counseling, there are many counselors which are there today available, online be offline be and all the stuff, right? So while you position yourself as a career counselor, what is happening? You are saying ki fine, I am also career counselor, Raju is also career counselor, Bittu is also career counselor, Sushma is also career counselor, Aarti is also career counselor. So we have to position ourselves differently, then only the person should be able to buy, or else I shall be able to actually like sell it. If Aarti is charging 2,500 rupees, I should be able to sell it for 2,000 rupees maybe, So ultimately what is important is we don't want to get into price war, isn't it? We don't want to get into the price war. We want to actually give more value to the people so that can make us unique. Okay. So अब अगर 1,000 career counselors, 1,000 people are there, the thousands of career counselors, and there are many DMIT counselors also may be available, why should the person be getting it done from you? So we came out with something called the hybrid model, where only one, at this point of time, it's me, and now there are a lot of other people also started doing, whom I have trained. Okay. And they are getting a very, very good response out of this. So that's called the hybrid model of counseling. हमारे पास या तो लोग करियर कोचिंग करते हैं या फिर डीएमआईटी करते हैं, तो हम क्या करते हैं, हम दोनों को मिक्स कर देते हैं. ठीक है, क्योंकि कुछ चीजें अच्छी हैं डीएमआईटी में, कुछ चीजें जो अच्छी हैं वो साइकोमेट्रिक पे. सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द साइकोमेट्रिक. साइकोमेट्रिक, और इसमें फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड द कंपैरिजन बिटवीन द टू. साइकोमेट्रिक एंड डीएमआईटी में psychometric it is also about the acquired domain. So acquired domain, psychometric is all about what you have acquired and gathered over a period of time. DMIT is all about when you were born, what were you gifted with, right? That's number one. Number two difference, psychometric is more relevant to career coaching, but DMIT is more relevant to self-discovery, right? That's number two. Number three, psychometric caters to 8 years plus. You cannot do the psychometric for less than that. But DMIT can be done for anybody because everybody who has got the fingerprint can be done. तो जिसका भी fingerprints है, उसका आप psychometric DMIT कर सकते हो. And psychometric is more accurate at higher age group, but DMIT is more accurate at younger age group. जितना age बढ़ेगा, उतनी accuracy level DMIT में कम होगी. Because you have acquired skills also. Are you understanding? जितना आपका साइकोमेट्रिक में जितना एज बढ़ेगा, आपकी acquired skills ज्यादा होंगी, because it is about the acquired skill. So this will be more accurate there if it is psychometric and it's about the career counseling. Psychometric is a question-based test. So you have to ask the question, and there's a set of questions which are being given to the person to be filled in. However, DMIT is a fingerprint science, so it does not have a matter and the report doesn't change. It cannot change for anybody. So उसमें variation बिल्कुल नहीं आ सकता है, because fingerprints are the same. So उसका analysis भी same होगा, वो automatically everything will be fed accordingly, right? तो ये जो है fingerprint science है और ये आपका question based science है. Psychometric can be done online, but DMIT now can be done online. Physical presence तो अच्छी है. I mean, if you take a fingerprint, तो parents को कम hassle होगी. Otherwise, if somebody is at a different city altogether, so there are techniques through which you can do it, right? So that is what the people who join us, we teach them that technique also. And that's such a relief, because all these years I was searching for something which can help me to do the DMIT for people. Then we started earning in dollars because we started doing DMIT for the people in UAE and Singapore. These are two promising countries where you get in dollars. और अगर डॉलर्स में आपके पास आता है तो इंडियन गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट करती है, उसमें जीएसटी भी नहीं लगाती. यू विल नॉट हैव टू पे जीएसटी एनीवेज राइट नाउ, बट इवन इफ यू वर टू पे इट, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, जीएसटी नहीं लगता है, राइट? It can be done online. It can be done online. I've already covered. No additional tool is required in psychometric. But DMIT में अगर आप online कर रहे हैं, then nothing is required. But if you are doing it, then you require a biometric scanner जो कि 4600, 4700 के आसपास का आता है. It's a one-time buy. It comes from Germany. Okay. This you have to buy it from the market. Then. But initially, if you want, a lot of people, they do it initially, like, with this thing only, through the, without the fingerprint scanner. There's a technique that will teach you, through which you'll be able to do the thing. You don't have to buy the scanner at all to begin with. Earn out of it and then reinvest. That is something that you can do. No additional tool required. Results will change almost every year. Psychometric results can change every year, but for DMIT, results will never change, because it's gonna be the same. So DMIT has to be done once in a lifetime. Psychometric can be done as and when you have a need. Best suits 10 years plus psychometric, but DMIT's best suits for 4 to 14 years. But it can be done for anybody and everybody. So this is the prime difference between the two. साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट में मल्टीपल इंटेलिजेंस, रियाज थ्योरी एंड करियर सिलेक्शन, ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो कि आपका रिलेवेंट डेटा है साइकोमेट्रिक में. डीएमआईटी में प्रेफरेंशियल लर्निंग स्टाइल, ब्रेन डोमिनेंस क्वेश्चंस एंड द अदर डेटा इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द डीएमआईटी. तो ये ज्यादा वो है, तो आप दोनों को मर्ज कर दीजिए. व्हेन यू मर्ज द टू, देन साइकोमेट्रिक एंड डीएमआईटी, यू विल हैव योर ब्रेन मैनुअल बीइंग रेडी. मल्टीपल इंटेलिजेंस, रियाज थ्योरी, ये सारी चीजें इसके अंदर आ जाएगा. And now you are into a red ocean, right? Isn't it? You are now into the red ocean, and now you can command your price, because there are not many people who are doing it like this. आप दोनों reports को combine करके, there are a lot of manual inputs that you have to do and create a manual report, by cutting, copying, pasting type of stuff, from these PDFs, and then you have to create a report relevant. And basis.
Sorry, aren't we in a blue ocean now, since we become unique and have monopoly, not red ocean?
See, honestly speaking, if you practically see, yes, we are into the blue ocean for a reason, because there are 25 crore students in the country today, and there are many very less people who are doing DMIT, and even for that matter, career coaching. So scope wise, because the market is so virgin and so large, therefore I can call it that you're into the blue ocean. However, when you talk about it, there are a couple of people who are since into the similar domain. So still, if you want to actually maintain the monopoly and start charging premium, then while you combine both the reports and do it, you can charge the premium, and you can furthermore, position yourself differently. So that's the thing. But then this thing can only be done after you have done about 20, 25 reports of DMIT as a standalone reports, and 20, 25 reports of psychometric, because then you get a command on that, and then thereafter you can actually use this technique. So there's no rush, as you rightly said, because our scope is anyway wider, and there are a lot of people who would be wanting to take it if they are being educated correctly. So that's the idea. Yeah. Okay.
So can I ask one thing?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. The same slide you have shown, I was actually asking the same thing, that you said that you are using and you are asking for 8,000, and why you are asking for 8,000, that is the slide which you have shown right now. So I was going to ask the same question, and you have shown that slide. Thank you.
Right. Okay, great. All right. So that's the thing, so after one, so ultimately, let's say, I mean, if your charges per report is like, for psychometric, normally 2,000, 5,000. See, there are parents who want to have the best. Not everybody, but there are parents who want to have the best. They say, give me the best, and they really want to have the relevant data, right? They don't mind paying anything for the parents. So they are the people who will pay you. May not be everybody. Some people will buy DMIT, some people will buy psychometric, and some people will go for this unique concept of like, this thing. So you can charge premium there, 7,000 rupees. But let's right now talk about only if you are selling DMIT and charging 5,000 rupees, then how much can you really earn? So one counseling per day. Let's keep the target very practical. Let's not keep it something which is unrealistic. Not let's keep it something which is Excel figure. Let's feel it is something which is happening in the industry, which is practically possible. People are doing it, right? तो हमको एक काउंसलिंग करनी है 25 वर्किंग डेज 25 काउंसलिंग करेंगे 5,000 चार्ज करेंगे विल जनरेट अ रेवेन्यू ऑफ 1,25,000 रुपीज उसमें डिजिटल मार्केटिंग की कॉस्ट जो होगी वो रफली 12,500 होगी सी देयर देयर वेज एंड मींस टू डू इट ओके सॉरी सो वन काउंसलिंग पर डे तो ये आपका रेवेन्यू होता है नाउ हाउ डू यू मार्केट देयर डिफरेंट वेज टू मार्केट इट आल्सो राइट so for example if you if you have if you have like a career coaching centers across nearby wherever you are there residing, there are a lot of coaching centers which are there are a lot of hobby classes, there are abacus centers where the children of that age group comes in, right? There's schools also, people say ki fine, we can go to the schools and all this stuff also. That's one way to market it for that matter. Another way to market it is like educating people and creating road shows and all this, so that's the traditional ways. Okay, that might take a longer time also. The best suited to me, to my mind, is something which is something called the like जहाँ पे आपने Facebook marketing करी है. Facebook marketing के through क्या होता है, you get the quality, you can put in the kind of a filters there and you get the right quality of leads and then you speak to them and convert them. So that is when the conversion happens. So I'll just talk about that. Let's say in this case, what is expected out of you is if you're doing one report per day and you're charging 5,000, you're charging a lakh and 25,000 rupees. And lakh and 25,000, 12,500 rupees you spent on digital marketing because we are taking conversion ratio as 10%. So which is practically happening. So let's say there are 10 people whose 10 people's inquiry that comes to you, you are able to convert one person from there, right? So if one person is converted, so what will happen is this person will give you 5,000 rupees. So idea is that each lead, each inquiry that comes to you is for 50 rupees on an average. So if there are 10 inquiries that will come to you for how much money? 500 rupees. So when you spend 500 rupees, you get through the Facebook, you get the 10 inquiries, and when you speak to 10 people who are basically the potential people because they are the ones who have inquired, and when you speak to them, you're able to convert one, and that particular gives you 5,000 rupees. So you had spent 500 rupees on digital marketing to generate those inquiries. What you earn is 5,000 rupees, right? Now you can charge 4 also, 3 also, that's up to you. But generally 5,000 rupees is decent enough, and the people who go and pay for it in A grade city. If you're operating into a B grade city, maybe, you might charge 4,000 also, but generally not lesser than that. So this is what it is. So इसमें आपकी 12,500 rupees in expense. Total amount that comes out to be 1,12,500 rupees. Yep. If you are a full timer, then you can do per report one day, you can do per report. So 25 working days. So that's wherein you can generate a revenue of 1,25,000 rupees. But then if you are working on the weekend, you are just like, right now employed somewhere and you want to take this easy, or you want to first, like test the waters and see how it goes up. If you look forward for that security because you have to put the bill. So you can't just jump into it. So what you can do is you can start it part-time. You can do it on Saturday and Sunday towards the weekend. And you can just do one report on Saturday and one report on Sunday, or maybe two reports on Sunday, two counseling. So ultimately, at the end of it, 4 weeks into two, that's 8 reports into 5,000, 40,000. So as a part-timer also, you can truly earn 40,000 rupees, and you might be spending some money out of it for this thing. तो आपका जो रोल होने वाला है वो ये है, पहला रोल है फेसबुक पे आप एडवर्टाइज करेंगे, उससे आपको लीड जाएंगे. दिस इज व्हाट वी रिकमेंड. यू आर फ्री टू डू व्हाट यू वांटेड, राइट? सो फेसबुक पे यूल एडवर्टाइज एंड देन कैंपेन यूल रन, एंड वी आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. फेसबुक के लिए व्हाट यू रिक्वायर इज अ राइट कॉपी. वी आर गोइंग टू गिव यू अ राइट images, the video if at all. So campaign ke liye whatever is required, we are giving you complete plug and play stuff, and you just like load your campaign. There's a video tutorial, and thereafter we come online to validate the campaign that you have loaded. We verify that, and then thereafter you get it published. And once that's being published, the prospective inquiries will start coming into you. Now comes the second role, that you have to speak to the people. So what is to be spoken? There has to be a powerful script where each word is powerful, each word is meaningful. What are the FAQs that comes in? And that is also that we are going to provide you. That will help you to be in this thing, in like, so you are able to explain them the better thing and the right thing, and you don't go haywire from the script normally. Third thing is, cause the, like, you have convinced, and then the person has given you the assignment to basically do the counseling. Then you generate the report. And fourth thing is, online on the Zoom platform or whatever platform that you do the counseling. So that's the fourth step, and this is the role that you have to play. Okay, these are the 4 steps that you have to do. Time required per day is about 1 hour to my mind. 1 घंटा counseling का लगता है. Sometimes it goes to 1 hour 15 minutes. That's the counseling part of it. Okay, and rest, if at all, 1 hour will take you to market the product also. Because to speak to 10 people, you might have to attempt a lot of calls also for whatever the data that you get it, right? So us tarah se karke, roughly about 1.5 hours will go daily onto the marketing part of it. 1 hour 15 minutes will go into the counseling part of it. And if you're not doing online, then traveling करके आपको जो उसका fingerprints लेना है, उसका भी एक वो होगा, right? Though you can do it without that also. So this is the time generally required. And if you are full time into it, you can do 2 reports per day for sure. More than 1,500 plus people. In fact, now it's more than 2,000 people who have already taken that. Many schools are using this. Now is the time, it's your turn, right? And I invite you now to be a part of it. So we yesterday talked about the structures. So you have to have the right training, you have to have the right software, sales funnel and mentorship. So हमने कल technical बात करी थी, आज हमने business की बात करी है. How do you make profits? And this is what exactly we talked about it. So training, a brief training, foundation training is already being provided. And I'm sure now is the time when you already know whether you want to do this or you don't want to do it, right? Software you'll have to purchase, and that is what exactly will be the tool for you to do this business. Sales funnel, how this happens. So everything is something that we're going to be helping you with, and mentorship. So ultimately for everything, we got, training tutorials. And as I said, like, we stay connected to you to basically help you. So become a career coach and DMIT counselor. Your branded software lifetime validity, you're going to get it. No revenue sharing. Training dashboard, you're going to get it. Marketing resources, and best price in the industry is guaranteed today. This is what I can tell you. Counseling startup 10-step process होता है. तो आपको क्या-क्या करना होगा to set up your startup for EdTech? Number 1, you have to have your business name. So you'll have to think of the business name that you have to set up. Normally, it should be 1-word name. It should not be 2-word or 3-word. All the amazing names and the successful names like Amazon, Flipkart, Udemy, Byju's, or you name it, McDonald's, whatever. Most of Domino's, everything is like one single name because it's easy to remember. That's why people go for one name. And in that one name also, if you've got 7 characters, not more than that, that's all the more better, but it's not easy to get it. If you get it, great, right? Number 2, you'll have to book the domain name, which means, site can only be developed if you have a booked domain name. So to book a domain name, you should go, generally my suggestion is you should go for only .com. You should not go for .in or .go. If tomorrow you intend to go global, that's the thing, you should do it. Name taking hosting, you have to take the hosting if you have to develop the website. You might wait for a month or so, is a different story. Initially, you can start working with the Facebook page also. I think that suffices. But eventually, you'll have to cultivate the site of your. Then you have to name taking host. You have to take the hosting, and you have to have a professional email ID. Let's say contact@mindtrees.com, Rajul@mindtrees.com. So similarly, whatever your name will be accordingly should be coming. SSL certification, which comes as a part of a package, which is basically a security, this thing where the site is safe to, go. So this is something which is required, encrypted this thing. So ultimately, this is the thing which you'll require as a step number 2. This whole thing for a year cost about 3,500 if you go for the hosting. If you don't go with the hosting, only booking a domain name will cost you about 5 to 600 rupees for first year, right? This is what is the thing. So step number 2 is this. Step number 3 is to create a logo. You'll have to create a logo of yours. And वो मैंने आपको बता दिया, there are a lot of AI tools available, canva.com पे भी जाके you can create a beautiful logo. Step number 4 is social media pages. You'll have to create LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. So they're very simple to create it. You'll create a social media pages. Step number 5 will be regularly, you'll start every day, maybe 1 or 2 posts, you'll start continue to keep on posting it. And there's some material and all the stuff. And that is something that we're going to be explaining to you while we travel the journey together. Then comes in the step number 6, that's ordering biometric scanner. You'll have to order and install the biometric scanner. Then setting up payment gateway. So which is the payment gateway doesn't charge a single penny to set up. It is only the success fee. If you collect the 1,000 rupees from them, they'll charge, let's say, 2 to 3%. If they are charging 3%, that means they are charging 30 rupees out of 1,000 rupees that you collected through them. 30 rupees plus 3 rupees, it's 33 rupees, right? So that's the way basically it is being charged. So you can set up the payment gateway. The best payment gateway as of now, to my mind, is my opinion and my experience is Razorpay, that's one, and number 2, Instamozo. These are 2, and for international, it's a PayPal. These are 3 payment gateways, right? So I'm giving you this no matter whether you join or not, but you should have that knowledge. And therefore, I'm sharing this information with you. Software installation is the second 8th step. Once you get the biometric scanner, we help you to install the softwares, all the softwares that we give it to you. Then comes in the practice for counseling. Before you go actually into the market, you'll have to counsel. You'll have to do the counseling practice, and that's what exactly you're going to do. Step number 10 is called the campaign. You'll have to run the campaign, right? You have to run the campaign on the Facebook. And when I say Facebook, Facebook and Instagram both are covered automatically. So who is your customer? It's very important for us to understand who's your customer. सबसे पहले the customer has to be the parents. वो parents होना उनका जरूरी है. Second, parenting mindset होना जरूरी है. Some people say we are from the very small city and we may not have that kind of a potential. To my mind, सबसे पहले this is an online business. If you can do online, you can tap any potential no matter whether you're sitting into a small place also. That's number 1. Number 2, people with the parenting mindset are just not in Mumbai or Bangalore or Kolkata. They are everywhere. Even in the small district, there are parents who are thinking the only child or 2 children or whosoever that they have it, they're thinking what best we can do for them and they don't mind. Actually, for the right tool, they don't mind doing that, right? Spending money. Well-read and well-traveled. Generally, that's the thing. And habit of purchasing online. Now, some people may be afraid that कहीं ऐसा online fraud ना हो जाए, if you transfer the payments and all this stuff, तो कई लोगों का थोड़ा सा वैसा रहता है mindset, तो those may not be the customer. So ये चारों चीजें आपकी होनी चाहिए. This is the parameter or this is the definition of your customer. So where do you find them? You can find them across the globe. You don't have to stick to a specific area. So how do you reach them? The digital marketing, and digital marketing, Facebook marketing is the best thing, which is there. And today, when I'm giving you a bonus, as I said, I'm going to be giving you a bonus, a sales mastery program. और इस बोनस के अंदर जो फेसबुक को कैसे वो करते हैं उसका ट्यूटोरियल भी है, a video tutorial that will also help you. So I'm going to be giving you today itself, okay? Through this thing, whosoever has attended the webinar today, they will be getting that. So now, why us? Why you? Why us, in fact? Because we are offering a plug and play opportunity, number one. Number two, white collar software with your own brand name we are providing. Dashboard with 1 year access. Your earning starts from 1 month. You don't have to really wait for lifetime. Lifetime support, one-time investment, and no revenue sharing. So this is the reason. 6 pillars of Mindtrees is like, first is the training. We feel we are generally very different in terms of imparting a training and the level of training that we impart and the structured training that we impart. I'm yet to come across. It's not because it's my company, but I'm sharing because we've worked towards over a period of last 10 years. We have consciously worked towards to bring out the best. And I'm sure in 2 days session, you would have a fair amount of idea the kind of a training we are providing, right? Number one. Number two, softwares. So we are giving you softwares. And number three, certification. So certification has to be really given to you for that matter. So we give you 2 certifications, like one is Career Coach and DMIT Counselor. Next is the sales. So sales ki kya funnel hogi? How many people to get this much of revenue? How many people you require? How many leads should we have? So there's something called the sales funnel. So sales ke bare mein then we discuss with you. Then we help you in lead generation and we help you to understand how do you generate leads. For the first time, we help you to run the campaign. And finally, the script. What is the type of script that's required to call upon? So these all the things we are going to give it to you. इसका अगर हम बात करते हैं ट्रेनिंग का, I've already told you how we are imparting the training. Now comes in psychometric and DMIT bundle. So ultimately, what is that you are going to get and what is that I'm proposing that you should get it? You are going to get 5 softwares plus 2 software. That's 7 softwares. First software is the DMIT Lifetime. I've already shown you. DMIT HR software, DMIT Compatibility, DMIT Basic. ये 4 अलग-अलग टाइप के रिपोर्ट्स आपके जनरेट होंगे. And through these softwares, unlimited reports are going to be generated. And that's going to be onto your brand. उसके बाद DMIT Rich Counting Software and DMIT Fingerprint Scanning Software. These are the 2 software which helps you out, उस process में आपको help करते हैं, right? To identify the number of ridges which are there. It's a process to generate report. So report generation का इसका 3-step process होता है. Let me help you to understand. DMIT का पहला step होगा, you have to collect the fingerprint. You have to take the fingerprint. That's number 1. Number 2 step is to identify the type of fingerprint. This is generally being done manually. And once that's being done, the data, the codes that you have identified has to be just fed into the software. And the moment you feed the thing into the software, software is made in Excel macro. It has got a sheet where you enter the data, and the moment you enter the data, the entire algorithm is like that the report that you saw, that report will come for a specific child. और वो पूरी आपकी 69 पेज की रिपोर्ट आपके पास जनरेट होके आ जाएगी, जिसको आप PDF फॉर्मेट में, and within 2 minutes it takes for you to generate the report. After once you've generated the data, instantly the report can be generated, and then you share the report after the counseling. Generally, you don't send the report pre-hand. It is only while you counsel, you use that report, and then thereafter you send across that report to the people, right? So ये तो हो गए आपके 5 report generation software, क्योंकि 5वां जो है that is psychometric test software. So DMIT Lifetime, HR Compatibility Basic ये 4 हो गए DMIT के software. Psychometric का software जो हो गया वो single software है, 18 पेज की report generate करता है. Dashboard, Career Coaching and DMIT, you are going to get it. So, I mean, dashboard, obviously the training dashboard I'm talking about. Dual certification as a career coach and DMIT counselor. This is my offering to you for this particular business today. Okay. You are going to get the 2 certificate, and this is the kind of a certification that you get it, a career coach and as a DMIT counselor, you're going to get it. Bonus क्या है? हम आपको पॉडकास्ट दे रहे हैं एंटरप्रेन्योर्स माइंडसेट का, सो दैट बिकॉज द टू बी सक्सेसफुल इज द फर्स्ट थिंग इज द माइंडसेट. सो यू हैव टू वर्क अपॉन योर माइंडसेट, नंबर 1. Second, I'm giving you a goal setting guided mind programming. It's a frequency of music that basically programs your mind. Third is setting a payment gateway. Will help you to set up the payment gateway. Facebook lead generation campaign. We are going to give you sales process. What is the 5-step sales process? Sales campaign creatives for campaign copy 2, and sales scripts. This is the complete 8 things which we are giving it to you as a bonus today. So, and then on top of it, definitely it's going to be my mentoring. The difference is normally what happens is while you talk about any such webinars that you would have attended, there the gap is that people generally come on the, and then thereafter the juniors who handle that. It's like, even the people who impart the training are the juniors who may not have that level of confidence in the training. Herein, when I say my mentoring means you'll have a direct access to me and you'll have a direct talk to me, for all the important things. And this is the time, if you feel that, 2 days has been good enough, and this is the time when I want you to make a mind and take a decision. To me, if not this, then what? If not now, then when? If not you, then who? This is what are the golden statement that I understand, because we have been thinking for a while to start it. If this resonates, if this touches your heart, if this is what you feel you want to do it, and if you find that we are genuine and we can provide you, we have a capacity to actually help you become successful, then you are invited to be a part of this beautiful journey. Now coming to the cost part of it. So what is the type of costing that is there? तो अगर हम इसको टोटल बोलेंगे तो इसको टोटल हम समझते हैं कि ये 50,000 रुपीज का वर्थ होता है प्रोडक्ट. टू माय माइंड दिस इज द 50,000 रुपीज वर्थ अ प्रोडक्ट एक्चुअली, राइट? But that's not the offer. Definitely, as you understand today, what we are offering you is not for 50,000, though it's worth 50,000 plus. एक ऐसी चीज जिससे आप बार बार पैसा कमा सकते हो एक बार खरीदने पे. Just by buying once, you can actually earn so much of money. You can take this across the world. You don't require, and you don't have to worry about anything. You have a mentor available, whether it's discussing about a report or anything else for that matter, or identifying the type of fingerprint. So when you have that, you feel very comfortable and you feel that somebody is holding your hand and helping you to walk that path. And you get into the industry, which is the 5,000 crore industry. That's career coaching and DMIT counseling. 17,950 rupees the price normally. That's what exactly we charge, including GST. And for DMIT, for psychometric, this is the combo offer for DMIT plus psychometric, both the things together, right? But यहाँ पे मेरा एक और special offer, I'll just come to that. अगर आपको सिर्फ DMIT चाहिए, you are already a career coach, a career counselor, and you're happy with that, you just want a DMIT, you can just buy DMIT for 11,950, 11,950 rupees. If you want to go for psychometric test only, if you have DMIT and psychometric you don't have, it's just 8,950 rupees. आपको 9,000 में अपना business start कर सकते हो, nothing else that you require. Okay? So I've got 3 offers right now. DMIT plus psychometric is 17,950. DMIT is for 11,950 and psychometric is only for 8,950. And these are truly the best price available in the industry today and the best products available today. That I can vouch you. But my special offer for you for DMIT and psychometric, the first one, the combo, is, see, I'm giving you 11,950, I'm already giving you DMIT. Just by adding 3,000 rupees, it becomes 14,950 instead of 17,950, which means 15,000 rupees when you're starting your business. And you get all the products that I talked about it today, everything. If you only want DMIT, then it's 11,950. And if you just want psychometric, it's 8,950. What I'm doing is, before I take your question and answer, I am sharing a link with you because I love people who are able to take a decision very fast, because they are the people who have walked better with me. You see, I've just on the chat window, I've shared 3 links. First one is for 14,950. Second one is for 11,950 only for DMIT. And third one is for 8,950. Obviously, the first one is the value add for you, right? So this is the thing. And apart from that, so this is the link that you can use it to basically book it right now. And I really invite the people who are basically wanting to get into it. Now, further, how do you make the payment? It's like, you can see there's a, like when you click the link, so what will happen, this kind of a window will appear. So you will put it your name and then obviously email ID and the mobile number. And once you do that, then it will showcase the price to you. When you go to the Pay Now button, it will show you a price of 15,306 because there's a payment gateway charges also. So final price 15,306 rupees will come to you. Now it will have this kind of a QR code. You can just scan it and just pay. That's number one. Number two, ways like you can pay through any of the wallets like Phone Pay, Google Pay, and whatever Paytm and all this stuff. So that's the wallet. You can pay by credit or debit card. You can pay by net banking. You can pay by EMI. You can pay by NEFT bank transfer. So when you pay by EMI, these are the people. EMI may you need to have a credit card. SBI credit card, Citibank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, Standard Chartered, Kotak Mahindra, Bank of Baroda, Indus Bank, Yes Bank, HSBC, RBL Bank, AU Bank or One Card. So these are the banks which are listed. अगर इनका कार्ड है तो ठीक है, नहीं भी है तो you can always pay by credit card and you can, though 15,000 amount is peanuts, honestly, but I'm just saying because the month end, so few people might have a challenge. So in that case, if you own the travel part, then it will automatically give you an option of 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months EMI. So if you're going for 12 months, it's 1,374 rupees. That's what you are paying. उतना तो आप एक महीने में कमा के वैसे ही वापस कर दो. You'll be able to return back. But then that's the thing where you're starting from. If you go for 3 months EMI, that is 5,221 rupees, which is also good. If you pay lump sum, that's great because you don't have to really go for it and unnecessarily pay 13% of the total interest to them. That's not required generally. It's only when you have a challenge, then you can do it. Otherwise, other than that, whatever the credit card you have it, you just make the payment and ask the bank to divide that into 6 months installment. Everybody does that, right? So, give me a moment. So now another thing that is there is like, I think something like on. Give me a moment. Yeah. So now the thing is, before I take the queries, another option could be like some people may not have the money because the month end and they feel my salary will come a little later. They can book it by paying 5,000 rupees. You can pay 5,000 rupees and pay the balance 9,450 rupees within 3 days time. Or if it is not coming 3 days, then maybe you can take a little more time. You can intimate me when is the salary day, and you can just give it to me, right? Business kit will be delivered to you only after the final payment. So it is only the offer will be booked because price will be 18,000, otherwise 17,950. I've reduced the payment, this thing for 14,950. Within next 2 hours time, the price, I will actually keep it back to this thing. So instantly the people who can take a decision, for them, they get extra 3,000 rupees benefit, and therefore they're getting it for 14,950. And why do I do that is because I like the people who can take the decision instantly. So they deserve that extra reward. So book by 5,000 rupees. And where do you have to book? Agar aap 5,000 rupees se sirf book karna chahte hain, you have to pay a balance of 950 rupees later. So you have that number 9599224417. I'm also writing that into the chat window. 9599224417. Okay. So that's my number, and you can Paytm on that. And so what is going to happen on the making the payment payment receipt from InstaMojo. The moment you make the payment through a link, you'll get instantly the payment receipt. And welcome kit, normally we say you'll get it tomorrow, but generally you'll get it today itself, the complete kit, and you can start your journey from today. If we have liked it, we don't really have to wait, right? We need to just get and be excited about it. We need to actually be celebrating today that we are getting into something really constructive, meaningful, helpful for people also, and something which is giving us the money as well. And bonuses are all, any which way spark, no matter whether you join it or not. The bonus worth rupees 2,000 that I shared, all the people who has attended the webinar today, I'll be sharing that with you, right? So this is the thing. Now is the time for Q&A. I think the complete thing is open. So now, yes, so now is the time. You can ask your queries.
Sir, I just have one query. Actually, I would take your leave after that. I just want to know, since I'm already an existing counselor And if I have a tie-up only for the DMIT tests with you, will that be possible? The queries that I have.
Tie-up in the sense, I think there's a lot of noise. Tie-up in the sense, what kind of a tie-up are you talking about? We
Sir,
just
like for the psychometric test, I already have tie-up with University and all. They have their thing and they generate the reports for me. In the same way, for DMIT, if I tie up with you, will that be okay? Can we do something like this also?
So you mean to say you want us to generate the report, or you want it for your own brand? You want to generate the report.
It could be in both the ways, sir, if that can be possible.
So I've already given you an offer. Let's say if you want to buy a software, that too with your own brand and unlimited reports you can generate. You don't have to pay us a single penny. That's for 11,950 rupees, including GST. So that's the way out. So you are not taking psychometric, you are just taking.
And in case if I have queries, I put it forward and take the quotes from you. Is that possible for time being? Because
I really understand, but that thing right now we are not doing it. As of now, we are not generating reports and doing it because we feel eventually it actually costs a lot of money for you. After a couple of reports, you have actually given us more money than it is required. So we have not entered that model. So that model, we can discuss later. Maybe I can think of it. I've actually a lot of people have asked me also.
Actually, this for the first few people till I get to know, okay, it is good to invest it, take it on my brand, buy a scanner, everything, and do it because then that gives me more confidence. For time being, I have a few queries, I put it on to you, so that is more better.
I really understand, but as of now, we don't have. You can buy the DMIT software, but not this particular.
Okay.
Yeah. Same kind of query. Already I have done my career counseling.
Give me a moment. I think somebody's mic is really disturbing. Let me first mute everybody, and then whoever has to speak can just. Yeah, please. Now you can. Whoever has to speak, just unmute. Yeah, Kiran.
Sir, actually, I have done my career counseling certification through University only, as the Sonia said. But I would like to go for the certification of DMIT. I already have built my website.
Give me a moment. Arun, I think your mic is giving a trouble. So thank you so much. Sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, actually, I would like to go for only for the DMIT.
Sure,
in that case, the already my website is already existing. I have recently designed my website through University.
Correct.
Does the same website
you can use
your DMIT test and all?
See, DMIT is an offline test. It's not an this thing, it's not something which will be integrated with University or with your website for that matter.
Can it be integrated in that?
No, it will not be integrated in that. It is a standalone software where what happens is we'll give you this thing where you can generate the reports, unlimited reports, but it is not going to be aggregated or integrated with the website. You can collect the data or whatever is a different story altogether through that, and then finally you have to actually generate the reports offhand only. Both the softwares are basically offhand software, standalone software. It is nothing to do with that cannot be integrated on the site.
Okay. So if I do the DMIT certification, I can't take it along with my already existing website as a career coach.
Website where you can put the information about that. See, any which ways you have to take a fingerprint and then you have to manually analyze it. So DMIT in no ways can otherwise also be integrated. Nobody in this whole industry has integrated this. Psychometric still people have integrated, but this particular thing people have not integrated because it's not possible. So any which ways it has to be operated offhand, right?
Okay. So maybe I'm technically very weak. Technology wise, I'm very weak.
But
so I don't know all these basic questions.
Correct. You have to market it actually. So the information has to be there onto the website. The data has to be collected, and thereafter it's all at the back end that you have to do.
Sir, that digital marketing you are talking about, that digital marketing, if we hire some person.
Not required.
Not required.
Not required. It is to be done by ourselves. It is in our mind that we have got that kind of a thing. I'll train you enough to generate the, like go ahead and just like develop the this thing. When you go for the conversion campaign or the other kind of a campaigns, then you require a digital marketing, but that's the next level. You don't require it today. The best way is to generate the quality leads, talk to them and close. That's the best way today also. I started from there and I came back now after spending, like more than a crore of rupee into the digital marketing and Facebook. I traveled through all the automated tools and this and that. And finally, I realized back to basics is the best thing that can work. So I will teach you that only that works, which is not complicated. You don't have to spend 30,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees on digital marketer. You can do it yourself. Okay.
Okay. If I would like to only to buy this DMIT certification from you right now, that software and certification.
You can go for it.
So right now,
second 1195.
Do I need to pay the whole amount? So
it
this
is the whole
open for
amount because if you pay 5,000 rupees, then you can pay the balance amount maybe 3 days, 4 days or whatever. But that's the time you will get the this thing also. The complete kit will be given to you only after the complete payment.
Okay, the only one more last query, don't mind.
No.
This 11,500 you said, it is open for 24 hours if I pay in a single down payment in a single payment?
So it is for 2 hours that I said.
2 hours, 11,500 in 2 hours.
11,950 rupees, hardly anything. See, its idea is that what you can do, you can pay 5,000 rupees now and balance. Whenever you can pay balance, you pay balance at that point of time. The only thing is as and when you will pay, I will give you the kit, is what I'm trying to say, because these are digital products.
Yes. But the main query here is, I would like to pay in a single payment, in a down payment kind, but I need 24 hours. Is it okay with you?
It's all about the offer part of it.
Oh, so that offer is not available.
Offer. This is the offer. This is for the people. I want to reward the people who can just take the distance instantly, because even when you do a business, I think you have to be taking it.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
That's the only thing. That's an extra reward. Otherwise, the prices are about 20% little more than what it is. I'm not saying it will go back to 20,000 or 25,000, just 20% increment that will happen. That's the only benefit that you are going to get it right now.
Yeah. Okay. DMIT certification is for how many days?
Sorry, DMIT?
Certification, how long it will take? Will there be any live sessions for that?
See, DMIT certification will get it in 10 days time automatically through the app.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yes, sir. Anybody else?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Dipali here.
Yeah, hi, Dipali.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to know, regarding the training. I am just about to make the payment, but I just wanted to know what will be the training schedule, or it will be the recorded videos only.
So as I said, it's a completely pre-recorded videos.
Okay.
Within today itself, like in next 2 to 3 hours time, I'll give you send you the complete kit. Even while the software has to be branded by you, you have to give us, but still I'll send you the software also today.
Okay.
So you can start with that, and once you send me the first pager, I'll replace that software with the branded software of yours. Okay. So today only everything will get it, including training, and training will be very comprehensive. The way you could understand everything in yesterday and today's session. What I've done is, over a period of time, all the live sessions that I conducted, those live sessions I've taken it as a pre-recorded session after editing, and so that it's a meaningful thing that you get it. So that will be fair amount of learning. But if at all you want to connect with us, there's a chat group, there's a WhatsApp, there's a email, there's a call, every possible thing, and Zoom and any this. So we help you all out to just ensure that you're the best in the industry.
Okay. And in what duration will I be able to start my center? Because
if you're going full time, then I think 15 days is good enough time for training and taking 4-5 counselings, getting confident, setting up the thing. Within 15 days, you can do it. Maximum 20-21 days. But if you do beyond that, so idea is that I feel that if you really want to start making money, you should hit the first paycheck within 21 days time. That's for sure.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
And one more question, anything like how we can get connected to you directly or like
directly, I mean,
Okay.
don't have to really, there's no channels I've created, because I tell you what, this is a kind of a business where you require a lot of support and at times very irritating. You know, for example, you've got a small query and you get stuck and like you have to ask me, then you write a mail and you wait for that mail. That doesn't work actually, right?
Okay.
So idea is that depends. Sometimes WhatsApp is the best thing, a smaller query. If it's a bigger query, you can just call me. Right? Those are the things. If it is something where the software installation is to be done, then then that is the time you fix up the time with me and I come on any desk and just help you out. So for different things, different ways.
And the number which is there in the WhatsApp group is your number, right?
In my personal number. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, for the DMIT package, still we will have to buy the scanner, right? The scanner will have to be
initially you can do it without the scanner also. Later on you can see for any package you have to buy the scanner, but yeah, initially you can do it without the scanner also. There's a technique that I've taught in that, like how to take a fingerprint without the scanner, and that works pretty well. So there's no problem of scanner generally. You can earn the money and then reinvest that money and then buy the scanner.
You mean to say that powder kind of a thing, that powder impression, what we have to take?
Correct.
That is the one you follow.
Correct,
okay.
Correct. That's
good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for your wonderful session. And I'm going to take the combo right now. And I don't have any question. Thanks to Kiranji and Sonia ji.
They've already asked you questions.
Every question what I have written here is, they asked, and thank you so much. I will not take much time of others. I only wanted to know one thing. What is all in the kit?
Acha, that's what I actually have shown you. But even when you click the button, the pay now button, there's a complete description of it. What is there? So generally मोटा मैं बता देता हूँ आपको. देखो इसमें जो भी मैंने आज बताया ना और कल बताया वो सब कुछ है.
ठीक है. स्कैनर हमको अलग से लेना पड़ेगा.
स्कैनर आपको अलग से लेना पड़ेगा. 4600 4700 का स्कैनर आता है.
एक सर वो था डैशबोर्ड की सिर्फ एक फाइल के लिए आप दे रहे हो. व्हाट इज दैट डैशबोर्ड?
डैशबोर्ड इज जो ट्रेनिंग का जो ट्रेनिंग है ना, ट्रेनिंग डैशबोर्ड है
वो एक साल के लिए हमको मिलेगी. बार बार हमको रिपीटेड वे में
नहीं यू डोंट हैव टू पे उसके देयर आफ्टर. एक्चुअली इट्स एक साल में इसलिए बोलता हूँ बिकॉज़ टेक्निकली एंड लीगली सेफ रहता है.
यस.
अदरवाइज एक्चुअली स्पीकिंग इट्स अ लाइफ टाइम थिंग.
ओके,
इट्स अ लाइफ टाइम थिंग. मतलब वी विल नॉट बी टेकिंग इन एक्सेस. आपको जनरली डैशबोर्ड की जरूरत होती है 2-3 बार. बट टुमारो लेट्स से व्हेन यू आर एक्सपैंडिंग एंड यू आर टेकिंग अ टीम, you want to train the team, you don't have to depend on Rajul Shrivastava ki you'll come to Rajul Shrivastava and get this thing. आपने उनको एक्सेस दे दिया, वीडियोस उन्होंने सारे देखे, उनको समझ आ गया कि क्या चीज है, राइट?
तो
वो इम्पोर्टेंट है. इसलिए ट्रेनिंग का जो वो कंटेंट है उसमें ऐड ही होता रहता है, कम कुछ नहीं होता है. सो आई थिंक दैट्स द वे इट इज. बट यू हैव एन
सर मेरे को ब्रांडिंग वाली चीज नहीं समझ में आई कि आपने बोला कि अभी आप सॉफ्टवेयर भेज दोगे, फिर ब्रांडिंग के लिए व्हाट आई हैव टू डू फॉर दैट?
आपको ना जो फ्रंट पेजेस होते हैं ना उसके वो डिजाइन करके देना है जो आपको पसंद है. जैसे DMIT रिपोर्ट है, DMIT लाइफ टाइम रिपोर्ट है. अब आप चाहोगे कि जो फ्रंट पेज है ना मैं अपने हिसाब से डिजाइन करता हूँ.
तो आप खुद नहीं कर सकते बाद में?
नहीं आप नहीं, वो डिजाइन आप करेंगे, उसको हम रिप्लेस करके देंगे क्योंकि हम आपको आपका ब्रांडेड सॉफ्टवेयर दे रहे हैं. हम आपको चेंज करने के लिए राइट्स नहीं दे रहे हैं. इट्स नॉट एन ओपन सॉफ्टवेयर.
हाँ ठीक. हाँ, that is
your software with the brand.
Let me make it a little easy for him as a peer learner for him. मृणाल जी, ऐसा होगा कि आप अपना एक नाम सोच लें और अपना एक लोगो सोच लें, वो आप सर को कैनवा पे क्राफ्ट करके अच्छे से डिजाइन सर को दे दीजिए. सर उसको आपका फ्रंट पेज बना देंगे.
It will take time for me. I'm not very good in.
You don't have to be. जो लोग अच्छे नहीं है ना वो जल्दी करते हैं, जो खराब है, जो ज्यादा अच्छे है वो बहुत सोचते हैं.
You really won't believe. मैंने 3 दिन पहले इन शॉर्ट मेरी सिस्टर ने बताया और कैनवा मेरी सिस्टर ने बताया तो मैं ऐसे करके पेज बनाऊं. I didn't have single idea कि उसको होता कैसे है, क्या करते हैं लोग. And thanks you आप बताएं. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Sir, do we have a WhatsApp group where we can get connected? Because in case if we haven't taken the package now, maybe seeing others flourish, it will motivate us to do it.
Yes, it will motivate. Definitely, you both will.
So right now, Sonia, जो हमारा जो ये है ना, for example, किसी भी उसका पार्ट बनते हैं, तो ऐप के अंदर, then there's a chat facility available. तो हमारे जैसे सम पीपल जिन्होंने मिड ब्रेन एक्टिवेशन खरीदा है, उसमें मिड ब्रेन एक्टिवेशन जिसने भी खरीदा, दे आर अ पार्ट ऑफ ग्रुप. सिमिलरली दे आर अ पार्ट ऑफ ग्रुप, यू नो. हाँ,
उसके मतलब बाकी जो है उसकी भी आप ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग, अगर इफ आई वांट टू लर्न मिड ब्रेन एक्टिवेशन, तो उसके लिए क्या करना होगा अलग से?
उसके लिए भी हम अलग से वो, हाँ, ये पैकेजेस अलग हैं एक्चुअली ना. तो ये जो है काउंसलिंग पैकेज है, तो काउंसलिंग का पैकेज है. एक कॉम्बो पैकेज भी आता है, वो सब अलग है. बट आई डोंट वांट टू कंफ्यूज यू राइट नाउ इनटू दिस. बट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू, डेफिनेटली दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप एनीवे. मिड ब्रेन इज द सेकंड स्टेप. जो डीएमआईटी बच्चे खरीदते हैं उन्हीं को आप मिड ब्रेन भी करवा देते हो, उन्हीं का आप ग्रुप बना देते हो, राइट. सो वो स्टेप सेकंड है, पहले आप ये करेंगे. अच्छा, दूसरी चीज है, तू मतलब वो चैट ग्रुप जो आप बात कर रहे हो वो हम व्हाट्सएप पे नहीं बनाते हैं, बिकॉज व्हाट्सएप पे बहुत गंदगी होती है. आई एम सॉरी, बट दैट इज व्हाट एग्जैक्टली, बहुत स्पैमिंग होती है बाद में, विच आई डोंट लाइक इट. आई लाइक चैट ग्रुप्स. और हमारे माइंडपीस के ऐप में चैट फैसिलिटी है, वो कर सकते हैं, बट यू हैव टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ अ ग्रुप. हमारे बहुत सारे कुछ फ्री कोर्सेज भी हम कभी कभी दे देते हैं, राइट. तो वो जो फ्री कोर्सेज होते हैं, आप उसका पार्ट हो गए तो उसमें आप चैट कर सकते हो आपस में, राइट. तो अभी फ्री कंटेंट इसके अंदर बहुत ज्यादा डाला नहीं हुआ मैंने, अभी सारा पेड कंटेंट है. बट विद इन दिस वीक आई एम गोइंग टू पुट इट लॉट ऑफ दिस थिंग. बट यू डाउनलोड द माइंडपीस ऐप, you automatically will get the message. I'll make everybody a part of it, and you can actually exchange the thing, right?
Hello.
That would be nice, sir. That would really appreciate.
Hello.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yes, see, nowadays the new software Chat GPT is coming. Can we use through that also? This one?
Chat GPT is like it's an information AI. Chat GPT is like AI.
So
That's
can we use that for promoting this type and for the, and I also want to know whether you are giving trainers train the program also?
This is the train the trainer program only, which we have been talking about it.
This can be used, and new tools are coming fast. We can make use of them.
Yeah,
and
you can
we can
definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I mean, whatever comes in and makes a life simpler and easier, I think we must do that, right?
So there.
Do we have to register somewhere?
And when I am paying, this is not taking. Can you tell me what to do?
What is it not taking? It is not.
It is just going. It is processing. So much time it is taking.
Maybe is your net all right? Otherwise, you can do one thing.
My net is perfectly all right.
Perfectly all right. Because payments has come to me, so payments are coming. So there's
payment has not come because it is continuously. The password has also not asked.
Okay.
What to do?
So do one thing. You can pay me on my Paytm right now, or Paytm, Google Pay, or Phone Pay.
Paytm I don't have. I have direct credit card and
Paytm number. Paytm number.
Paytm number is 9599 224417. I had written it also. I'll just write it down. Right, I'll just write down once again.
That is 1400, 14,000.
950. 950.
950.
But try to first use the access, because I've received couple of payments already. So payment gateway mein problem nahi hai. But what I can do, what is your number? If you can tell me.
Mrinal Gupta.
Mrinal Gupta है ना? So Mrinal, I've got your number. So what I'll do is, मैं आपको ना डायरेक्ट कंपनी का अकाउंट भेज दूंगा. आप डायरेक्ट कंपनी.
सर मैंने पे कर दिया. सर पे कर दिया.
अच्छा, आपने पे कर दिया. नहीं, I'm talking about MVS.
Okay.
He is facing a challenge, right?
Okay.
तो I think Mr. MVS, आपको मैं what's your full name? I'm not getting.
MVS, Seshaya MV.
Shri MV, right? Okay. So maybe आप मेरे को 95 जो मेरे उस पे आप मेरे को हाई भेज दीजिएगा. I will send you the bank account detail. आप उस पे डायरेक्ट ट्रांसफर कर दीजिए.
Okay. Can you send to my mobile? See.
What's
can I pay through credit card, that one?
Yeah, you can pay through that link only. Credit card you can pay through this particular link.
That particular account, okay?
This particular link which I've just given you.
Link I am trying, that one that is not coming.
So maybe you can try a little bit later. That
okay.
Okay. But what's your full name?
That link will be for 2 hours only, no?
That's right. 2 hours में ये rate same रहेंगे, उसके बाद rates बढ़ जाएंगे पीछे.
Sir, do we have to register somewhere? Our institute, or do we have to register somewhere?
Not really. जो normal registration process chartered accountant के साथ होता है वो भी जरूरत नहीं है आपको initially. Initially, as long as you are paying an income tax, there is no problem.
Okay. Sir, I am having a question, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, do you have? I would like to know if this is licenses for A, lifetime, or B, for some limited period of time.
It's a lifetime.
Using the
lifetime.
software license.
Lifetime.
Sir. Oh, it's for lifetime, sir. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Correct.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Sir, I'm having a question. Like after a few years or something like that, after a few days, if we want to upgrade the software, like if you want to do the trainer thing, kind of thing, is it possible with your software or something like that?
So, for example, if any kind of an upgradation will come, we will upgrade your software.
Okay.
And
okay.
means,
one more thing.
If I want to do the trainer in the say few months after that, so you can upgrade it to that.
You mean to say the open softwares?
Yeah, open software. Like if I want to sell the
open
DMIT,
software right now, we don't give. To be very frank, even for a price, we don't give. Okay. But we can. But maybe going forward, we will be doing that. We will be helping with the people who are existing with us. We have arrangements where we can do it in such a fashion. So, but that will take about a little bit time, maybe about 4 to 5 months time for us to help you. But till that time, at least you'll get confident about it, right?
Okay. Another question is how much the price will be increased, like 20%.
For what?
Like if we don't take it
after 2 hours, right? Yeah.
After 2 hours. After 2 hours. Okay.
Excuse me.
And any license fee, is there royalty?
No royalty, no hidden charges, no license fees. Okay. This is one-time cost and lifetime benefits.
Okay.
Excuse me, you have that payment, deferred payment link you have? Same thing.
That's the same link. Uske andar, you can pay by a specific credit card which is listed there. Then there's a deferred payment link can happen. That's the only way. If you have a credit card for the banks which are listed there, तभी आपकी वो payment deferred payment हो सकती है. आपके पास कौन सा credit card है?
Okay, right. Credit card is there. It's SBI.
Correct. So it is there on SBI. You can have 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months EMI through the SBI card. Yes.
HDFC is also there. HDFC is also there.
HDFC, I don't think is there. So otherwise, you can pay by HDFC even if you don't have listed credit card. You just pay, ask the bank to make 6-month installment, and prepay them within 1 month's time if you want it. Earn money in 1 month's time and just prepay. Okay. I mean, just 3 DMITs, actually speaking, nothing. Just like
last query. One more query, sir. Sir, actually, I already told you that I have my own website.
Correct.
Can if I go for DMIT and don't want to go for psychometric thing, correct. But are you people providing psychometric tests which we can buy from your website, from you people?
So psychometric, I directly don't do it because it's a like conflict of interest, right? So I only train the trainers. It's like I am into B2B. So, I mean, in my website, it will not be listed that you can buy, though I can very well say I've got a team also. But I engage my team in helping you guys so that you generate profits. That's an answer.
Okay, so you'll be giving us some leads where we can buy the psychometric tests at a reasonable price.
Psychometric software की बात कर रहे हैं ना?
No, software I have. I told you already done from University, and they've given us website. Correct. So there, they have given already 25 psychometric tests.
Correct.
If I want to buy more, so do you have that facility where you will sell that psychometric test?
So right now we don't really have that kind of a thing arrangement. That format is not there, but we may start it a little later. You can get connected to me. Maybe on the WhatsApp. I'll see if at all I can organize something for you. I'll do that for you.
Sure. Okay? Thank you.
So one query.
Yeah.
Psychometric word is used by the psychologists. So why we are using this word here? Like.
So Pranjali, it's not. First of all, the concept of that psychologists can use that word is wrong. Psychometric is the software. Okay.
Okay, that is software.
It is a software. It has nothing to do with psychologists or not psychologists. The only thing is, if you want to write a career counselor, then you have to be psychologist, postgraduate in psychologist or human sciences, and thereafter you should have done 100 hours of counseling, and then you are certified as career counselor. anybody
Yeah.
who is not a postgraduate in psychology cannot write as a career counselor. But
Yeah.
all these people also use these softwares only. The psychologists also use the same thing. So what we are doing is we are training you on that, and legally you can write career coach or career analyst kind of a thing, or student mentor. You know, these are the terminology that you can use, and these are legally also safe. And the even the government welcomes that, because there's a huge demand of career coaches today. So don't
But
worry.
there is difference between DMIT and psychometric.
Yes.
Or,
DMIT
okay.
is the
What is
inborn talent, and this is the acquired talent.
so acquired talent? It is a question answer based something like that.
DMIT is a question answers based. I think you missed the session yesterday, I guess. So DMIT is about the innate potential, and psychometric is about the acquired potential. Psychometric
No,
is
no,
all
I'm talking about your psychometric software. Is it question answer
question based.
based?
Yeah,
Or?
exactly.
Okay,
Question
okay.
answer.
So it goes hand by hand, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much. And one more thing, I wanted to ask, in future, if you want to, just like you are selling the product, in future, if we want to sell, so can we sell, or we have to take something extra, something like
So
that?
after once you're 3 months into the system, we will have in a program where we will make you kind of a selling partner for that. Because
Okay.
ultimately we don't give a open software for sure, but we make you a selling partner. Why?
Okay.
Because like what will happen is, like, let's say for that matter, if you want to start it, you'll have to conduct and educate the people like this, what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
have the complete curriculum being designed. You need to have the, places where you'll park your complete training material. You'll have to create that kind of a training material, which you have done it over the period of time. So it's a hassle for you also. Still, you want to do it, you can do it, but then we don't provide the open software right now. We say, fine, there's a percentage of money that we can give it to you, and that's what will comes in, which we can discuss not today. Maybe once you're good into the system, and after 3 months' time, I think that will be the best time that we can help you with. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Sir, if we are done with it, can we take leave right now?
So I think if we don't have any further more questions, I mean, you can take a leave. And these are the only questions. So thank you so much for being a part of it.
Sir, one more question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, why we have DMIT counselor word then?
Because DMIT is generally considered as a counseling, because you counsel it. DMIT mein counseling is legal. There's no problem.
Achha,
Right?
okay, there we can do counseling.
There we can do it. So therefore I say DMIT counseling and career coaching. Aap kahin bhi mera
Okay, yeah, that's what.
That's
Yes, yes. And sir, DMIT, so we can do in person only, na? We can't do online. DMIT.
We can do it. We can do it.
You can do it.
We can do it online.
सर्टिफिकेट में हमको क्या लिख के मिलेगा? सर्टिफिकेट में क्या लिख के मिलेगा हमको?
करियर काउंसलर का एक मिलेगा, DMIT नहीं, सॉरी, DMIT काउंसलर एंड करियर कोच का एक मिलेगा, 2 सर्टिफिकेट हम आपको.
Okay.
One more last question, sir. I already paid for the program, but I just wanted to know, it's a software. So the psychometric test, will we have to prepare, or it will generate on its own?
No, psychometric questionnaire is given.
Okay.
The child will fill in. You'll just copy the data into the report. The moment you copy the data into the report is automatically algorithm है ना पूरा. Software का मतलब ये हुआ. वो automatically generate होगा. Just convert that into PDF, and then you do the counseling.
And it will come with our name, right? The name of our institution. Yeah, that is what I want.
You will design it.
Yeah.
First page आप design करोगे.
Yeah. Okay. And one more thing, like, can my daughter get connected to you regarding the technical things? Because actually I'm about to start. I'm about to start my institution just after this Holi. So it's like I was waiting for something like this, and I got it. So now, but the logo and all, maybe today itself.
No hurry, no hurry. See, you take your time. You want any kind of a guidance, you can give me a call. I can help you with, right?
Okay.
Sir, I have done NLP master in December. NLP master in December. But what I am thinking, after doing this, I can go within 15 days. NLP मास्टर दिसंबर में करने के बाद भी अभी तक उस प्रोसेस में नहीं जा पा रहे कि क्या बच्चों को सिखाएंगे स्कूल में या उस तरीके से. Not this one is very good. Really appreciate the way you taught everything and the knowledge you provided. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrinal. A lot of gratitude to you. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
Hello, sir. We
Yeah.
are going to get all the details about psychometry, all the material you are going to provide.
Absolutely.
How to analyze everything,
I
everything
believe,
in detail.
yeah, everything. See, I tell you one thing. We give you softwares. We
Yes.
train you on those softwares and complete
Okay.
structure, everything. How do you mentor?
Right.
How do you counsel? What are the theories and everything? So we have that thing. So training भी आपको मिलती है, certify भी हम आपको कर रहे हैं, and on top of it, we are also helping you to understand how do you market. My idea is that you have to pick up your first check in front of me, right?
Yes, yes.
And that too from not the known people, from the unknown people. So when you
Okay.
do that,
Sir,
so
we
that
can
complete
approach
journey.
school also. We can approach
You
school
can, but
also.
I'll suggest not to do it now.
Okay.
First, you just follow the system for next 3 months, what I've drafted,
Okay.
and thereafter we can always
Okay.
do that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I'm
So,
paying.
to be in touch with
Right.
you, connected to you, the number that you've given in the chat, is that the number
Yeah,
we
that's
can-
right. I'm again sharing. This is 9599224417. Okay.
Sir, why not
Yes, sir.
schools right now, sir? I can go for that because I have got different tools of NLP and
You
hypnosis
can then
also.
do that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you
Yes.
have the schools, the
I
only
have,
thing is
I have
why
prepared my course. I have prepared my course. So this would be wonderful for giving free 1 hour session. See what all I can provide in my 5-day session or
Correct.
something.
the
Yeah,
only thing,
I agree. I agree.
only thing is like what I wanted was ki because it takes a little while for you to gain knowledge. Sometimes what happens is
Yes, yes.
when we approach the schools and all this stuff without a knowledge or without less knowledge, I think it doesn't at times, we might even lose them. That's number one.
This is a wonderful tool because in hypnosis also I teach this only. The
So you
brain
can
parts and how the
put across the
yes,
concept to them in the meantime. You can-
yes, yes.
That you can do. Yeah. Narasimha ji, you were asking something.
What will be the total duration of pre-recorded?
Of the
In
course
your-
program?
Yeah.
See, it is being parked there. Some people do it in 10 days and start their journey. Some people take 2 months also. So I mean to say the total content will be worth rupees 17, 18 hours, right? It will be the time duration that's required. So it depends on how much time do you spend. If you spend 2 to 3 hours per day, I think you'll be done in 15 days time and you can launch in 21 days time.
Your all training will be in pre-recorded videos only.
Training is completely onto the pre-recording session, but it is very well made. So you don't have any kind of a challenges, and you can come back to us for any kind of a queries that you have it. And there are instances that we also come and just bring the group together and just do a Zoom call on fingerprint पे कभी कर दिया. But वो हम आपको promise नहीं करना चाहते, हम कभी भी कर देते हैं उसको. But yeah, principally this structure of the format is this, that it is like that. But बीच में उठा के कभी मन किया, so we can just pick up and we do some occasion where we can even do singing and we can just have a icebreaker for ourselves and can do the learning also. So that's what I love doing. So perhaps that's what exactly we can do with that. Yeah. We'll do it in fact. Yeah.
So one question, sir.
Yeah.
I would like to add in one more email ID, sir. How do I do that?
Where
I
do
mean,
you
I
wanna
finished
make it?
paying my sir.
That's
I finished
okay.
paying my
See,
payment.
you require an email ID only on the report.
No. To get in correspondence with you, I would like to, add in another email ID. I mean, any.
So what you got that? So what you can do is you can just WhatsApp me that. I will manually incorporate that. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Sir, you told I have to take a domain name and everything. Then today I will not have that email ID. So I have to ask you again to change everything. If I have to put my, I don't have website.
You give me. So you give me. See what will happen is when you have to make your this thing, the branded reports. That point of time, you take even 10 days to do that. There's no problem. Or 15 days to do that. There's no problem. So you start the process whenever you are ready. You can send it to me. After a month, also there's no problem.
After a month, I would be opting for a website or not. I would be seeing how much I am getting the after. So again, I can send you and change that.
No, practically you can do it once. Otherwise, you do it second time, it will be chargeable for 1,000 plus GST. That is 1,180 rupees. So I would suggest you have to do it at once only. But website first will take a domain name. Then you create a logo and then you create that page and then you send it to me.
That will take a
10
time.
days. That's okay. Till that time, anyway, I'm giving you a software to operate and practice and everything. You don't have any losses. The only difference is that once you do it, then it will be branded. Till that time, it's a temporary software for you.
Can I take a month for that? Can I take a month for that?
I have no problem. Even if you take a year.
Yes.
I will do. I'll do a meeting.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Right. Okay. All right. So I think that's all.
Sir,
from
you will
me.
send us this recording also, no, sir?
Yes, yes, very well. कल की मैंने
हाँ,
भेजी
thank
थी
you.
आपको, आज की भी भेज दी।
Yes, sir. आज वाली भी भेज
कल का नहीं
दीजिएगा,
मिला
sir.
सर मेरे को।
हो सकता है आपको नहीं मैंने, लेकिन हो सकता है क्योंकि वो कुछ सेट ऑफ ग्रुप को मैंने भेजा था, तो आप मेरे को हाय भेज देना और सेंड मी द रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ यस्टरडे करके व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिए, मैं आपको भेज दूंगा।
वो नंबर जो
ठीक,
नंबर
sir.
हमने दिया है।
एग्जैक्टली सेम नंबर।
ओके, थैंक यू सर।
एंड ये जो दोनों रिकॉर्डिंग है, आई विल सेंड इट अक्रॉस टू एवरीबॉडी। हाय,
Hello.
या आई कैन हियर यू।
Hello.
I can
Hello?
hear you. Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Sir, is it also for the beginners, sir?
It is for everybody. In fact, it is for beginners. All the people are joining are basically the beginners only. So don't worry. It just be required that you need to have a passion and the learning attitude. Rest will be managed. There's no problems in that. Okay. All right. So I think majority of the queries are over. I'll just check the chat. Shushma, congratulations to you. There are a couple of people who are paid. All right, thank you so much. For all these people who have said, I've not checked it right now, but thanks for the trust and confidence. I can only assure you that we are starting the journey. Trust is either 100% or 0%. Start with 100% trust and confidence. And you would be elated by the complete journey that we are going to be doing together. It's going to be learning at the same time. It's going to be fun. And I'm proud and honored to have you all as a part of my team.
Same here, sir.
And thank you so much. So let's begin
Thank
this.
you, sir. It was lovely
Thank you so
session,
much.
sir. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Lovely session,
so
really.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So,
Sir,
let's
this
do
is my
some-
first paid session on online. Otherwise, I used to opt free sessions. But I really found you very good. I really found you very good.
Thank you so
Thank
much, dear, that you made my.
Yes.
So great. So connect with you again. So once again, congratulations and take very good
Thank
care
you.
of yourself. And let's celebrate the day today. And today I'm going to be sending you the kit. With this, signing off. This is Rajul Shrivastava. Take good care.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, everyone.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye.